RoCo Radio basketball coverage will start in 2 minutes. Tonight's basketball pregame show will start in 1 minute and 30 seconds. RoCo Radio basketball coverage will start in 1 minute. Tonight's hoops coverage on RoCo Radio will start in 30 seconds. The following is a presentation of RoCo Radio Sports. Local high school basketball. RoCo Radio hits the hardwood to cover the teams that you love in Rockingham County. Reidsville High School, Rockingham County High School, McMichael High School, Moorhead High School, Bethany Community School. Your home for boys and girls basketball across Rockingham County is RoCo Radio. Find us live on your favorite social media app at RoCoRadio.com and on the Live 365 app on your mobile device by searching for RoCo Radio. Local sports coverage on RoCo Radio is made possible thanks to you, our supporters and fans, and the fans of local athletes and coaches across our area. It's also made possible thanks to the wonderful small businesses that believe in our coverage, believe in our community, and believe in local athletes. RoCo Radio basketball coverage is brought to you by Pennrose Carwash, voted #1 car wash in Rockingham County. Pennrose Carwash at 1509 South Scales in Reidsville has been serving the Reidsville and surrounding area for over 50 years. Established in 1970 by well-known entrepreneur Leo Rentz, this popular venue welcomes everyone. Pennrose Carwash, open 24/7, and find us on Facebook. Pennrose Carwash, voted #1 Rockingham County Car Wash 3 years in a row. Tonight's game is brought to you by Kooler Ice. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that's ready when you are? Kooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan at 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart. And visit our local Kooler Ice dispenser at Schules Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reidsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Pennrose Carwash in Reidsville at 1509 South Scale Street or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Kooler Ice, great tasting, fresh ice, available 24/7 at all 4 locations. 16 pounds or 32 pounds, plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons at Kooler Ice, fresh and ready when you are. RoCo Radio basketball coverage is brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community of Rockingham County, celebrating our 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for local pure brand gasoline with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross General Merchandise is also your niece's sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin Store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. High school basketball coverage on RoCo Radio is brought to you by Two Rivers Plaza. Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today at Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. RoCo Radio basketball coverage is brought to you by Circle Drive-In in Eden, serving the best hot dogs in Rockingham County for over 50 years. Located at 111 Boone Road, Circle Drive-In is your home for fast and friendly service and an all-American meal. Stop by our old-style drive-in for a delicious cheeseburger, crinkle cut fries, and top your meal off with a milkshake or banana split. Or choose from one of our many menu items, such as buffalo wings, chicken tenders, steak and cheese, the chuck wagon, and so much more at Circle Drive-In since the 1970s. For good food, stop by Circle Drive-In at 111 Boone Road near the roundabout. High school basketball on RoCo Radio is made possible thanks to Ancora Compassionate Care, formerly known as Hospice of Rockingham County. Their name changed late last year, but they're the same community-based, mission-focused hospice and palliative care provider the community has known since 1987, providing specialized care for those coping with serious illness. Ancora's mission is to be a supportive presence for life's journey when greater comfort and rapid response matter most. Make sure it's Ancora Compassionate Care. They'll always be there because they've always been here. To learn more about how Ancora can support you, visit AncoraCC.org. Just as they are a supportive presence for life's journey, Ancora Compassionate Care is proud to support our local basketball teams on their journey towards successful seasons. Local basketball coverage is also made possible thanks to our friends at Rockingham Update, the community source for local programming, government meeting coverage, community events, promotion and broadcast, sports, local nonprofit news, and so much more. Providing digital community news on all platforms since 2007, RockinghamUpdate.com aims to serve Rockingham County with the dependable information and coverage it deserves. For local programming, visit RockinghamUpdate.tv, your number one IPTV station in Rockingham County. We now head courtside with Joe Nexer and David Woods on the call and RoCo Radio basketball coverage on RoCoRadio.com.
Welcome into Reidsville High School. The crowd celebrating as the JV boys picking up a 46-42 win over Southeast Alamance. Joe Dexter, David Woods here on this beautiful Wednesday as a matchup of two top 10 teams on the boys slate. On the girls slate coming up here in just about 10 minutes. The number 3 team in the 2A East visits Reidsville in Southeast Alamance. You look at what they've been able to do this year, 16 and 2 overall on the year, 10-1 in the boys slate. It's 20-0. Reidsville looking to set history, making it win number 50 in a row.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. And I'm just glad to be a part of it. It's always nice to be back in the Ville. Getting ready for a good matchup. We get to see, like you said, 2 top 10 teams. First off, we'll start off with the girls and get this game rolling.
Southeast Alamance 16-2, 10-1 overall as we preview tonight's girls game on your Pennrose Carwash Kooler Ice pregame show. Pennrose Carwash, voted #1 car wash in Rockingham County. Pennrose Carwash at 1509 South Scales has been serving the Reidsville and surrounding area for over 50 years. Established in 1970 by well-known entrepreneur Leo Rentz, this popular venue welcomes everyone. Pennrose Carwash open 24/7 and find us on Facebook. Pennrose Carwash voted #1 Rockingham County Car Wash 3 years in a row. And Kooler Ice, looking for a fresh ice and water option that's ready when you are? Kooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan, 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart. And visit our local Kooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reidsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Pennrose Carwash in Reidsville at 1509 South Scales or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Kooler Ice, great tasting, fresh ice, available 24/7 at all 4 locations, 16 pounds or 32 pounds plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons at Kooler Ice. Fresh and ready when you are. So we start with the girls' slate. Southeast Alamance at 16-2, 10-1. Just their second year in existence, Southeast Alamance. Second year for head coach Amy Surratt, who comes over from Southern Alamance. 10 years at Southern Alamance as a head coach, 124 and 121. In the first year for the Stallions, 20-8 this year, 16-2. Coach Surratt's going to bring great talent on the floor, some very talented players. A very talented player herself at Mars Hill.
Absolutely. So you got 3 players to watch out for tonight. You got 2 juniors and you got a freshman. You got Paler, who is number 3. She's averaging 14.5 points a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals. You got LaChapelle. She's averaging 12.1 and almost a double-double for the year. She's got 9.2 rebounds per game. And you got Johnson, who is the freshman, averaging 10.7 and 4 rebounds per game. So that's going to be the 3 players to watch out for tonight. And as a team, they're averaging 58 points a game and 30 rebounds as a team, which is really good.
8-1 on the road this season, number 3 in the 2A East RPI rankings. Number 2 is Seaforth, one of the only teams they lost to this season, also inside the 1A, 2A Mid-Carolina Conference. Number 18 in the top 25 high school overtime.com poll, and number 3 in the 336 rankings at highschoolovertime.com. Well, I want to wish everybody listening in a very happy National Girls and Women in Sports Day.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Rockingham County, I posted this on the RoCo Radio Facebook page, the prime example of what happens when you allow women to do what they do in sports comes from right here in Rockingham County. Jennifer King from Rockingham County High School all the way to an NFL coach.
It's absolutely amazing. I mean, she started off, with the Washington Commanders, and right now she's with the Chicago Bears, right?
With the Chicago Bears currently. We'll see what happens with the coaching changes.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure if she's still there.
Oh, she's going to be somewhere in the
yes.
NFL. If she is not there, she's going to be somewhere. She's absolutely earned this right. She comes in and works hard. I mean, she's built herself up from the college level and beyond. Absolutely amazing to hear. That's a great story.
This is the example that I love, okay? So we know her as success on the football field. She had success, 1,000-point score at Rockingham County High School success. She becomes a coach, an assistant with greatest success at Greensboro College.
Mm-hmm.
Then a new program starts at Johnson & Wales. 2 years in, she takes the head coaching job. First year, big winning record. Second year, a national championship. She wins a national championship as a head coach and says, you know what, I have bigger dreams. I'm not just going to settle on being a national championship coach. I'm going to continue my way forward. I'm going to pave a way. It doesn't matter what is said. It doesn't matter what is done. I'm going to find a way. And she went into that NFL search for a job. Coached at Dartmouth in 2019. I think she was a receivers coach there in the Ivy League. Continued as an intern, worked with Carolina, and then in 2021 was the first African-American female to be a full-time NFL coach.
Wow.
And it's from right here in Rockingham County.
Wow. Oh, I'm just going to go from Johnson to Well. I'm going to win a national championship first. Don't mind me. Then I'm going to go to Dartmouth, one of the best Ivy League schools in the United States, be a receivers coach. Oh, then after that, you know what? I'm just going to go to the NFL. Wow, that is amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
And that's not even talking about her athletic career on the hardwood and on the gridiron too. So it's definitely a great example, this National Girls and Women in Sports Day. Coming up at the half, I'll play some of my initial thoughts. I shared this in 2021, about a 5-minute clip of what it means to have somebody as an example like Jennifer King here from our community. And we want to wish all the players on the court tonight, as well as our coaches across Rockingham County, a happy National Girls and Women in Sports Day. Our female athletes are in good hands with the great coaches in every single sport across the county.
You are absolutely right. All 4 schools, man, they have great coaches that are built in and there for the long haul. Man, what a great story, though, by Jennifer King.
And then we got another one. Speaking of coaches, legendary, Marty Woods at McMichael.
Yes.
All
she does is win.
The all-time winningest coach in NCHSAA history in volleyball. So don't let the path be determined for you. You determine the path. And there's no doubt about it. Girls and women in sports make sports better.
That's it. Hey, you're exactly right. Exactly right.
So happy National Girls and Women in Sports Day from RoCo Radio. Coming up in just a bit, about 4 minutes, we've got tip-off between 16-2 Southeast Alamance, the Lady Stallions, and your Lady Rams. But first, let's preview that boys game. It's a top 10 matchup. Number 9 in the 2A East, the Southeast Alamance Stallions at 15-4, 9-3 in the 1A, 2A Mid-Carolina Conference, 8-1 on the road. This is a team that was 18-12 in their first year last year under head coach Bo Williamson. Coach Williamson, this guy, an athlete, an all-time at Cummings on the football field, an Elon wide receiver.
Oh, okay.
Takes the job without any experience at the varsity level coaching and has done a great job. His brother, Drew Williamson, is the director of player development at Michigan.
Oh, that's got to hurt.
It stinks a little bit
hurt.
for this Buckeye fan.
Yeah.
So we look at what they can do. We're not quite sure on who will show up on the court. We believe some injuries for some of their better players, but some of those players that we did see starting, Brandon McAdoo, James Keenan, Cardell West, and Caleb Satterfield. Jerry Bubba Sims is the guard that you got to watch, though, if he does play the junior.
Yeah, and then another one, and like you said, you don't know about the injuries, but Edwards, number 3.
Yep.
He's averaging 17.5 points a game. They've got 2 guys that's averaging, 3 points shy of 20 points. And then you got Fairley, who is a freshman, coming in averaging 12 points a game. This will be a good matchup. But let's go ahead and get this out of the way. We're at Reidsville. When competition, good competition comes here, it just elevates it to a whole nother level for these boys. So, we're going to see what happens, but we kind of got an idea.
They're looking to make it 50 straight wins and move their home win streak to 36 straight, 75-1 over the last 3 seasons. That only loss in the 2022-2023 state title game. It's just been an unbelievable run that continues. The longest streak in the state. Previously, it was Central Cabarrus who held a 65-game win streak heading into this season with back-to-back state titles in 3A, but losing their first game of the year this year. Now Reidsville holding that mark. A big win over West Stokes, 77-35 last night on the road. If Dynamite wasn't breaking records, we would have been up there in King.
Oh, absolutely, man. I love to drive up there at King, but man, seeing Dynamite last night, that's one, it might be a long time before that record ever gets broken again, man. And just to be a part of something like that was absolutely amazing last night. And, go back to Reidsville for Deontay Neal to average more points than the whole West Oaks basketball team last night. That's
darn near. He had 33. They had 35.
I thought he had 35. Maybe I was wrong.
No,
okay,
they had 35. Close. He had 33.
Okay, but I mean, don't get me wrong, man. We love going up there to King. I mean, they appreciate what we do and West Stokes, but I mean, we see dominance, all the time when we come here to the Ville. I mean, it's just amazing to watch the great athletes that we get to see game in and game out. Can't wait to see the showtime tonight, though, partner. It's going to be they're going to have their game. They're going to step it up another level, especially when good competition comes into play. And I'm hoping for Chick-fil-A.
You talk about elevating the game against higher competition, against all competition this year. On average, Reidsville is outscoring opponents on average by 30 points.
Oh, my goodness.
As we get you ready for tip-off here in just a bit, it's the Lady Rams and the Lady Stallions. The Rams at 3-14, 2-8, picking up their first win at home just not too long ago over Walkertown, 58-25, losing last night in a tough one to West Oaks, led by the 2020-2021 Mid-State 2A Coach of the Year, Deanna Solomon, as we take you down to the court for our Star Spangled Banner and starting lineups here tonight at Reidsville High School. Starting lineups here tonight in Game 1. Shania Baylor, the junior, averaging 14.5, gets the start at point for Southeast Alamance. Followed by Sierra Payton at shooting guard. Clara LaChapelle, the junior, gets the start, 12 points per game for Southeast Alamance. And Isa McIver, the junior, averaging 9 points per game. And Natalie Lopez, the sophomore. No seniors on the Southeast Alamance squad. And for your Rams, Andrea Blackwell, Shania Jumper, Taisha Lee, Tink Slade, and Mackenzie Lamb. It'll be Jumper in the tip-off circle, as well as LaChapelle. Left side for Southeast, right side for the Lady Rams. Tip goes in the hands of Baylor. The junior averaging 14 and a half and 6 steals. In the corner for 3 to get this one started. That one won't fall for McIver. Rebound up the floor for Slade. Right to left for the Rams. Far side, Blackwell 3. It's off the side iron. Rebound into McIver. McIver up the floor, left to right. Glad to have you along here on RoCo Radio. Bounce pass from Lopez. Back to Paylor. Paylor now in the corner to Lopez for 3. Off the side iron. Rebound land on the baseline. Quick handoff to take Slade. Slade up the floor, right to left. One-handed pass into Jumper. She hadn't turned to face yet. Didn't see the ball coming. Goes out of bounds. Just joining us, Southeast Alamance, 16-2. Number 3 in the 2A East. Far side, now near side for Lopez on the wing. In the corner, McIver for 3. Splash.
I'm looking for, not seeing Denaria Blackwell tonight in the starting lineup.
Up the floor for Slade, right to left.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Slade loses it. We'll have a possession. Nope, we'll have a foul on Paylor. Yep, a different starting lineup tonight. Andrea Blackwell, Shania Jumper, Taisha Lee, Tink Slade, and Mackenzie Land for your Lady Rams. Inbound from Jumper near sideline, top of the key for Lee. Lee to the far side wing, one-handed pass from Land, out of bounds. So inbound for La Chapelle. 3-0 lead, Southeast Alamance. Just underway, 6:45 to play here in the first. Taylor with the right hand. Now passes in the corner for McIver, another 3. Same spot, near side corner. She's got all 6.
She's coming in tonight, averaging 9 points a game.
Nice of McIver, the junior. Slade turns back to the basketball, covered by Paylor. Behind the back 3. Oh, just off the front iron. Rebound inside for La Chapelle, picked up by Blackwell. Here on the near side on the sideline, tries to save it. It goes off of McIver. She goes 4 or 5 steps up the floor with the ball, but then called out of bounds. So near side inbound for Shania Jumper of the Rams. 6-0 lead for the Stallions. Here's the inbound from Jumper into Blackwell, knocked out of bounds by Lopez. So reset, same spot, and another inbound for the Lady Rams. Inbound to Slade.
Oh,
Taylor
watch
knocks
out,
it
partner.
way up on the scorer's table. Nice catch by the fans. Our PA announcer protecting the scorekeepers as well. Another inbound for Jumper into Slade. Now the baseline. Looks with 2 hands. She's blocked by La Chapelle inside.
This has been really good defense by Southeast Alamance.
Give up just 30 points per game. Inside to Jumper. Turning phase, block shot. Inside by La Chapelle. Back out to Land.
Here
now
it is.
Blackwell, long 3.
Oh.
Almost called bank. Long rebound all the way to half court. Picked up by Paylor on the far side with the Euro. And underhand layup doesn't fall. Rebound inside for Peyton. Back out for 3. Lopez. No good. Rebound inside. Goes to McIver. Top of the key for Lopez. Covered by Land. Near side, Peyton 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound just off the elbow for Mackenzie Land.
Oh, no.
Hands off the Slade. It's stolen by Peyton with 6 steals. Looks right inside. Drawing the foul on the two-hander is McIver. That's that quick wit from Paylor. That's why she averages 6 steals.
The one thing you can't do if you're the Reidsville girls, the lazy passes. You got to really get it in there if you're trying to pass the ball.
A junior. Paylor inbounds. Right back into her off the baseline on the pass from La Chapelle. Will go out of bounds.
And you got to give credit to Southeast Alamance. You know, they're getting second chance points with offensive rebounds.
Their only loss to ranked teams. Their first loss to Seaforth, who they'll face on Friday. Look to avenge that loss as the inbound comes from Paylor, top of the key. Here comes the drive. Look inside. It's knocked away. Back out to Peyton. Bounce pass to Paylor on the baseline. Looking for the fade jumper. We're going to have a foul on the floor before the shot. So that loss to Seaforth and then a loss to Bishop McGinnis.
Had a 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Paylor with a steal in the paint. Turns, draws the foul to the line on the jumper.
Paylor, she's had 2 times with quick reactions where she's stole the ball. I mean, you've got to get it in there. You got to just get in there real quick. When you lob it, that's just, screaming turnover.
Free throw is off the side iron. 6-0 lead, Southeast Alamance. 5:14 to play here in the first. Glad to have you along on this National Girls and Women in Sports Day. Paylor's second rolls home. First points for Paylor. Blackwell handles it. It's stolen at the top of the key by Paylor. To the bucket and back to the free throw line for Paylor. She averages 6 per game.
That is 3 times back-to-back-to-back possessions that she has stole the ball, gets fouled, and goes straight to the free throw line. Oh, here we go. Got some nachos coming up here.
Free throw is good on the first one for Paylor. Hey, don't intercept him
Pizza. Come on. Oh, money. Oh, drink.
And a Diet Pepsi.
Wow.
Hey, I thought you had me excited. I thought they were coming up to our table for a second.
Hey, I'm telling you, I would have stole the nachos in a heartbeat.
After the free throws, 9-0 lead for Southeast Alamance. Far side for Land. Hands it off to Blackwell. In the corner, far side. Baseline covered by 3. Tries to put up a layup. It's rebounded on the baseline by Southeast Alamance. Up the floor to Lopez with the lay-in. Doesn't fall. Rebound attempt and second putback by Peyton is blocked.
That's a
Blackwell
foul.
will battle for the basketball on the far side. A big collision.
Looks like it should be on. Wait a minute. Yep, that's right. La Chapelle, she'll get the foul on that one.
So inbound for Andrea Blackwell. Taisha Lita inbound. Make it into Land, now to Blackwell. Right hand dribble, far side, in the corner, baseline, floater with one hand, is rebounded by Peyton. Peyton battles with 2, jumper and Land. It'll be a possession arrow. Oh, a foul. There'll be a foul on jumper.
So far, defensively, Reidsville has not been bad at all. I mean, they played really good defense, just got to limit the turnovers a little bit.
That is team foul number 5 with 4:37 to play here in the first. So I believe there'll be La Chapelle shooting 2. Mariah Whitaker in the game for Reidsville. Shy Dalton will check in as well. First free throw is no good. Nine-0 lead, Southeast Alamance. Second free throw on the way for Peyton. Off the front iron, rebound to Whitaker. Whitaker far side to Blackwell, trying to get past the timeline. Now in the hands of Dalton, right to left, just past the timeline. Far side, trapped just off the wing. Works back to the free throw or the mid-court line to Blackwell with the leader inside, no good. Rebound goes into the hands of La Chapelle. Southeast in the corner. Lopez 3. It's backside, far rebound attempt from Blackwell, go out of bounds before she can get to it. So inbound for Lee in the corner for the Lady Rams. It's into Dalton with 4:05 to play here in the first. Pass the timeline for Whitaker. Loses handle of it. Stolen by McIver. McIver far side, Lopez. On the wing, stops, now pass it back to McIver. Paylor inside with a nice floater.
Oh, man.
Turn in the back for La Chapelle and the beautiful pass for 2. And a timeout. 11-0 lead, Southeast Alamance. 3:49 to play here in the first.
So if you're Reidsville, if I'm Coach Solomon right now, first of all, you got to get the ball in bounds. It's been a tough sledding, especially with Paylor. She's already got, 3 steals already.
Yep.
Could be more. Then set up a play. I'm looking to get, Andrea Blackwell. Let's get her involved a little bit. Get her in maybe get a 3-point shot right here. Cut this lead down to 8.
Tasha lead to inbound. To Andrea Blackwell. She'll dribble up court. Paylor with 2 hands on the steal and the easy lay-in. Just batted the pass in mid-air. That's steal number 4. Up the floor for Whitaker. Knocked loose on the wing by Lopez. Ripping it away.
Oh, that's a travel, right?
Is Johnson.
No.
Foul. A foul. Johnson in the game for Southeast Alamance. So jumper back in the game for Reidsville. In the bonus, Johnson heads to the line, misses the first. And the second is good. Raina Johnson off the bench, averaging 11 points per game this season. Gets her first of the evening. Jumper with the inbound for Reidsville. 14-0 lead for the Stallions. Blackwell, trap. Can't get past midcourt, passes it to Slade. Pass the timeline, looks inside to jumper, passes bat away. Picked up by Paylor. Right up the floor the other way for McIver with the layup. It does not fall. Johnson gets the rebound.
Oh, my goodness.
The easy basket. 3 Stallions waited for it. And they get the offensive rebound and points. Slade up the floor the opposite way. Dalton covered by Paylor. And a foul on the far side. Foul will be number 2 on Paylor.
Paylor, she's been very impressive tonight, especially defensively.
5 points. 5 of Southeast Alamance's 16. Chestnut will inbound to Slade. Behind the back. Looks for the handoff on the backhand. It's stolen on the pass attempt to Slade by Johnson, but out of bounds on the far sideline. Inbound is knocked back into the stands. So we'll redo it.
So if I'm Tink right here, you got to get behind the half-court line and catch the pass. You don't want to be bundled up and, so bunched up together.
Inbound is almost stolen. It'll go out of bounds on the darn near steal by McIver, but Rams keep it. Dalton's pass is intercepted at midcourt by Lopez. Underhand layup out the front rim. Second chance, Johnson. No. Rebound goes to the Rams. Slade right up the floor to Blackwell. Blackwell has an open look to the bucket, closed by the defense of Southeast. I believe it will be a foul on Johnson. So Blackwell will head to the line to shoot 2. $16-0 lead for Southeast.
Now we got a chance for Reidsville to get on the board. I jinxed it.
Come on, man.
I jinxed it.
Come on, partner.
I knew I shouldn't have said it. I jinxed it. All right, look, right here. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. There it is. Oh, my goodness. Whoa.
Man alive.
Oh, no.
Man. I think we jinxed him for life.
Oh, my goodness.
Up the floor for Southeast Alamance. 16-0 lead. Baseline drive, Johnson. And gets it for 2 points for La Chapelle. She's got 4, 18-0. Dalton to inbound for Reidsville. Right to left for the Rams. Pass to Dalton, almost knocked away. Far side, Blackwell saves it on the far sideline. Blackwell stays with it in the corner, and our friend old Dale Hagwood takes the basketball to the chest as he was eating his popcorn, had no hands to grab it.
I didn't see that. How did I miss that? Oh, hey, yeah, I see him.
Slade with one hand to the glass, can't get it. Chestnut second chance, doesn't fall. Paler battles with it. The Slade gets the rebound and right up the floor, left to right. Near side, one-handed dish inside to Johnson.
And one.
And one. Johnson with 5 off the bench. Paler's going to play college basketball if she wants to.
I'm going to tell you, I've been impressed with a lot of these girls, especially La Chapelle. Got a good face-up game, good post moves.
Johnson doesn't get the free throw. But an 18-0 lead for Southeast Alamance. Slade handles top of the key, goes far side with the rainbow pass in the corner for Blackwell.
Offensive foul
on Blackwell. So La Chapelle to inbound to Paler. Shania Paler handles the basketball with her right hand, switches to her left, now back to her right. On the far side wing, quick pass near side on the wing. Bounce pass to the free throw line.
Wow.
La Chapelle right into the baseline, and a one-hander, easy bucket for the freshman Johnson. She has 7.
This has been some good fundamental basketball we're seeing from Southeast. If you're Reidsville, don't hang your hat. Take it one possession at a time.
We wait for a substitution. Now we get it. Shania jumper in for Dawson. Dawson into Tink Slade, right to left for the Rams. 22-0 lead for Southeast. Slade looking for a teammate. Settles for a 3 instead. It's off the back iron. Rebound to La Chapelle inside. Battles with jumper as well as Chestnut. Gets it out to Paler though. Top of the key, free throw line. Quick handoff to right. Now back in the hands of Paler. One-handed pass, La Chapelle. Top of the key, baseline look for Johnson on the reverse.
Goodness.
And a beautiful pass by La Chapelle. Johnson has 9.
Oh, no. That's a turnover.
Do Ivan want to know what happened?
Well, so they throw it in bounds. It goes off Tink Slade's hands and right back out of bounds. Oh, man.
It will stay with the Rams.
Oh, so maybe they just...
Oh, nope.
All right, okay.
Just a fake out.
All right, here we go.
Liu, instead of inbounding, will head on defense. La Chapelle into Paler. Shania Paler with a quick two-handed handoff in the corner. McIver 3 is in and out. Almost rebounded by La Chapelle. Picked up by Jumper, though. Passes it high in the air, far side to Blackwell. Looks to drive from the wing, far side to the basket.
There you go. That's a way to pick up some easy points.
25.6 seconds remaining here in the first. And Blackwell to the line. Hey, partner.
I ain't saying nothing.
Thank you.
I don't know nothing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I ain't saying nothing. Bend your knees. Make the shot.
There. Oh, that was my fault. I got a little excited there. A little early. Missing the first one for Blackwell.
Usually it works. Every time I say something like that.
When you say bend your knees, it's usually
It usually works. Bend your knees. Get the first point on the board. Let's get this thing rolling. Oh, my.
Off the backboard. Called out of bounds on the free throw. So an inbound for McIver. Might be related to McIver. We're not quite sure. Far side for Paler. from wing to wing to right. Now bounce pass inside to McIver. Just off the elbow, back out, right, top of the key. Paylor fakes the pass to the free throw line, back out to the wing for right. Now on the baseline entry look, it's knocked away by Slade, but Johnson picks it up and puts it off the glass. 11 points for Rihanna Johnson. After one, a 26-0 lead for Southeast Alamance. Paylor with 5, 4 for La Chapelle. McIver with 6 and 11 for Johnson. You know who scored for Reidsville?
Well, I think I know the answer to that. I don't know if you're trying to fake me out or what. I'm here.
I was trying to. I'll see if you're napping.
I'm here.
Just making sure. All right. Good. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Pennrose Carwash, Kooler Ice, as well as Circle Drive-In, Ancora Compassionate Care, and Rockingham Update. Well, it's been 24 hours since. Take me through how you felt last night with Dynamite becoming the all-time scoring leader and just being there for that moment.
It's one of those things, man, that like I said before, and I'll say it again, that's a record that's probably not going to be broken again for a long time. And it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I mean, it was just the shot off from the top of the key from 3 was a dynamite-looking shot. Quick release, bam. It was just amazing. And then for him to be able to come up and, speak to us and talk to us for the first time, I mean, it was just a great all-around experience. And then you had Coach, you had his dad come up and tell us how good of a job, and he appreciates what we do. That's why we do it, man. That's what we're here for, and it's just I'm glad we could bring you guys coverage of that last night for sure.
Paylor drives to the lane. It'll go out of bounds. Keep it with Southeast as we start the second. 26-0 lead for the Stallions. Looking to the top of the key. Now Peyton to Lopez. Near side wing. Covered by Blackwell. 2-3 zone defense for the Rams. Far
what
side.
A shot.
Splash for Paylor. She has 8.
I like to see the offers that she's getting at this moment.
They need to be good.
Yes, they do.
She's got that natural ability. The shot's beautiful. The passes are crisp.
The defense is even better.
Yep. Jumper. Can't hit the jumper. It goes the way of Southeast. McIver.
Oh, good spin move.
Spin move in the lane for 2. McIver with 8. 31-0 Southeast. Here come the Rams. Slade right to left. Fake the pass. Now right to the free throw line for jumper. Covered by 2. Stolen by Peyton on the pass to the far side. And an easy one-hander for Paylor. 10 points for the junior. 33-0. 6:34 to play here in the second with the timeout. Score update from Rockingham County. They're taking on Northeast Guilford. A 5-0 lead for the Lady Cougars. That's a key game on the boys' slate. Northeast Guilford and Rockingham. It's especially key after the Cougars picked up with a huge win last night.
That was a huge win last night. Yes, it was. I think every win for Rockingham from here on out is going to be big. I mean, you've got to win. You've got to win out, and then hit the conference tournament.
If they can win tonight, it secures darn near a 500 record in conference.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
What they've got left is home against Northeast, home on Friday against Dudley. Then next week they take on Atkins.
Okay. So
on senior night.
Winnable games, for sure.
Northeast been playing strong though. Top of the key, iron shot hits the iron for Slade. It'll go out of bounds. And the girls just doing what they do, 18-2.
Cruising.
Moved up to the 18th spot in the RPI rankings and an 18-2 slate. And that's because the game hadn't been entered yet for beating High Point Central.
Oh,
They'll probably
goodness.
move down, unfortunately.
That's not good.
No look, Paler pass inside to McIver. In the paint, it's loose. Picked back up by Paler. Far side wing. Between the legs for Shania Paler. Now to the free throw line. Back to the basket. Handoff. Baseline look for Paler. Now back inside. Turn around again. Doesn't fall. Second chance opportunity. Draws the foul for La Chapelle.
Tink Slade, she played good defense right there against Paler.
.551 to play in the second. 33-0 Southeast to the free throw line. Have some substitutions. Johnson and Wright back in for Southeast for Peyton and Lopez. Second free throw is good. .34. Tink Slade calls the play for Reidsville. Right to left. Sits at midcourt. Here comes Paler with the pressure. Bounce pass to Andrea Blackwell, far side. Looks in the corner.
Oh,
almost
there she
stolen by
is.
La Chapelle. Wide open look from the corner. Can't fall for Slade. Rebound for Whitaker. Back out near side wing for three. Blackwell's shot won't fall. Rebound inside La Chapelle. Right up the floor. McIver bounce pass to Johnson with the lay-in that gets the friendly roll.
This transition game is absolutely amazing to watch for Southeast Alamance.
13 points.
You could
for
tell
Johnson.
these girls are really in a groove.
Dalton from the free throw line. Back to
here
the
we go
basket.
again.
Ball is kicked. Picked up by Johnson on the steal with the easy lay.
Oh, missed
Hits
it.
the side iron. Gets her own rebound. Bounce pass inside to Paler. Thought about the reverse. Instead, turnaround jumper is short. Rebound and put back for two for La Chapelle.
Oh, well. Nachos sound about good right about now.
38-0. 4:35 to play in the second. You need the jalapenos.
You
though.
got to have the jalapenos.
Land to
Oh.
Blackwell, who's fouled. No
Oh,
call, though.
no.
Up the floor, Paler, an easy, no pressure lay-in. 12 points for Paler, 40 for Southeast Alamance. 40-0. 4:18 to play here in the first half. When you're making nachos at home, let's talk about this for a second.
Oh, you really
I think there's
wanted
two
to
classes of nachos, and people, I don't know if it's a thing in the Dexter household, but we never get the nacho cheese for the nachos at home. We always get the shredded cheese, throw it on top, and don't get it melted. What am I doing wrong?
Okay. All right. So to make a good pan, I'm not talking about a plate. I'm talking about a pan of nachos.
pan.
A pan of nachos. So what you do, you start off with not the Tostitos. You need the Tostitos cheese sauce.
Okay.
You have to have that.
Okay.
That's a must. Okay. Then you go with the what do they call that? The Santana chips and the yellow
yeah.
bag.
Yep.
Okay.
Those
so
are
you
good.
spread those out. You get the chicken in a can. There's chunks of chicken in the can.
Yeah.
And you take that, you spread it all over.
Don't
you get
confuse
this,
it with
you
tuna,
get
'cause that would be
Tostitos salsa. Put that on there.
Okay.
You put the cheese on there. Then you take the shredded cheese. Then you put that on there, and you bake it in a pan for at least 300 or so. We do this in the Woods household all the time, and me and Monica, we tear it up. And then we get the sour cream. We throw that on there too.
We doing any other condiments on there?
Oh, jalapenos, if you prefer, and then you always got to have the what do they call that? Valentino. It's Valentina. Valentina.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I agree with that.
Oh man, I'm telling you. Who do you think you're dealing with, man?
I know. I gotta
When
throw
we
over
talk
here.
about food over here,
Listen,
I got you set
I
up.
was about to ask if you put lettuce on there, and I knew the answer.
No,
you don't need to ask that.
no. I mean, what we do though, we take like the little the cherry tomatoes.
Oh, yeah.
And we cut those up and
That's
we put
good.
those all over the place.
We've got our first points. Oh no, are they gonna take them away?
Now, when it comes to tacos, absolutely, got to throw some lettuce on there.
Slade gets the bucket.
But then at Dollar General, they have this grilled chicken in a bag.
Oh, it's good.
And you put that on there, too?
That's good.
Oh, man. Hey, don't get me started.
I'm also a beef guy. I'm not with nachos.
No problem with that. Absolutely. No problem with that either.
Rebound far side.
And then if you want to go healthy with it, you got to go with the ground turkey. Tastes the same. I'm telling you.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Especially if you're putting the taco seasoning on it.
Absolutely. That's what we do in the Woods household as well. You know, me with the high cholesterol, we got to go. We can't go with the ground beef.
The secret ingredient, green onions.
Hey, I'm telling you. So what Monica does too as well, she makes, the banging chicken fajitas in the crock pot.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
The belly is rumbling.
Yep. We'll be back at the end of the second period.
Yeah, we're probably going to run to the concession stand.
We'll let y'all go ahead and just listen out the game. You know, you won't be any commentary, but we'll be back as soon as we can.
I was going to grab a slice of Elizabeth's pizza, but I might be getting the nachos after this conversation.
Oh, it's going down.
We don't have Hatley to do the recovery work for
yeah,
us.
we didn't. We don't. That's what good teammates are for, man. He stepped in for us.
Pierce passes it to Wright in the corner for three. 44-2. 1:40 to play here in the second quarter. Melita in the comments says, "You're making me hungry, David." Moorhead near side to Blackwell. Looks for the layup. It's short. Dawson with the rebound inside. Towering over his two Southeast Stallions.
There you go.
She gets the putback with one hand.
Yeah, that's what we do at the Woods household. We make pans of nachos, not just a plate.
Andrews off the elbow to the far side. Power dribble. No good on the layup attempt from Grubb. Speaking of food, Grubb on the floor for Southeast. Slade with the drive, the underhand layup.
There we go.
Draws a foul. Back to the line for Slade.
You're not a fan of sour cream, are you?
Oh, no.
I didn't think you was.
If it's a white sauce, it's banned from the Dexter household. Well,
wait a minute. So you telling me
minus Alfredo sauce.
Oh, Alfredo sauce. So you're telling me that if you don't go to the OKU Express right in front of the mall and you get you a humongous plate of the good hibachi chicken, and you can't tell me you're not smearing that with good white sauce?
Why would I do that?
From the Japanese restaurant?
Why would I do that?
It is the bomb.
The hibachi's already good.
It's already good, but then you add something to make it even better.
I'll be honest.
Take it over the top.
I've never had that white sauce. I can't speak for it. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
If it has mayo
I'm
in
not
it, then
going
the answer's
to
no.
Well, that just messed it up. I was going to say, I'm not going to tell you what's in it, but now that you know.
At the 44-5, Southeast. Yeah. If it's ranch, worst flavor of all time. No, thank you. Sour cream, no, thank you.
Well, partner, we got 8 minutes. It's time to go get us some grub.
It is time. 44-5 here at the half. We'll be back in just a bit. But first, on this National Girls and Women in Sports Day, we bring you a special from back in 2021 when Jennifer King was named the first female African American to become a full-time NFL coach. We're going to bring you that video, my first thoughts on that back on the days in Dexter Media. We'll bring you that at halftime here on RoCo Radio, and we'll be back in just a bit.
Succeeding is being yourself. Succeeding is taking chances. Succeeding is stepping out of a mold that was made for you and forming your own mold. And boy, do we have a story about that in Rockingham County today. What a big story. I don't know if you all heard, but Jennifer King
of Eden, formerly Rockingham County High School, has worked so hard in the NFL realm. Yes, National Football League. And anybody that's followed her story knows that she's a trendsetter. She is not going to let a mold hold her down. She's creating her own mold, and she's continuing to do it in the National Football League. According to sources, ESPN.com is reporting that the Washington football team will hire Jennifer King and make history, making her the first black woman to be full-time as an NFL coach. Let that sink in, the transcending moment we're about to see from a Rockingham County native. And not somebody that just stepped into the position. Jennifer had a great job as a women's basketball coach at Johnson & Wales University in Charlotte. We're talking about a national championship coach. But she didn't feel the mold. She wanted to create her own mold. She stepped away from that. Took an internship with Ron Rivera and the Carolina Panthers. Took a chance. Followed her dreams and went for it. That led to many other different roles throughout the last few years, and she's worked hard. I believe it was Dartmouth in the Ivy League she worked for as a college coach. She worked with the Arizona Hotshots in the Alliance of American Football League that didn't quite make it, but she still kept pushing. An offensive assistant in the Ivy League? Are you kidding me? Working from that step forward into where she's going to be an offensive assistant in the NFL? This is the motivation we need in our lives. Somebody like that who went from Johnson & Wales as a women's basketball coach, didn't feel it. A champion coach. She great at what she did, but she followed her passion. She followed her passion. Went from playing softball and basketball for Guilford College to now a full-time offensive assistant in the NFL. Look at what she did this year as a full-time intern. She worked under running back coach Randy Jordan, who was really excited to bring her on. I remember hearing those first interviews. You look at what the production was from the running backs for the Washington football team. J.D. McKissick had a great season. Rookie Antonio Gibson had a great season. Transcending. I can't tell you how exciting it is for me, somebody that's never met Jennifer, somebody that's just a Rockingham County sole proprietor, looking to do his own thing. To see somebody step out like that and continue to carry their passion with them, not being held down, not letting those moments where you're not getting paid to do what you love, but you're still going after it. And you know what the payback is? The payback is setting history. She will forever be known as somebody that made history. But she didn't just make a headline. She created the world that she wanted. She created the history that we're seeing today on ESPN.com. Not anybody else. Jennifer King did what Jennifer King wanted to do. That's the power. That's the strength. That's what carries me on, is seeing somebody just so passionate about what they want to do. I will forever look at this example that Jennifer King has set as I move forward in my journey. No matter where that journey goes, it's so powerful. Take a moment to think about the journey Jennifer King has been on and where it's taken her and how she hasn't given up. Johnson & Wales University in Charlotte, Rockingham County High School, Arizona, Dartmouth, continuing on her path. And that's what's important.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Trying to get our grub on here.
Sometimes you need a chili dog.
Absolutely, we got 2 of them. Oh, actually, well, 4. 2 apiece.
Listen, I'm gonna tell a truth that might be a half truth. Okay.
Okay.
I was getting 2 so you could have one. Then I was like,
that is no way. No.
You don't buy that one?
No, I am not buying that. Not for
Let's get back in.
Split second.
Nothing like grabbing a chili dog and then having to squeeze back in. There we go.
All right. So
44-5, 6:50 to play here in the third.
So we're going to go with the taste test right here.
All right.
We're gonna
Live
do
concession
the
stand taste test.
first ever RoCo Radio taste test.
Man.
With a hot dog all the way.
Blackwell from the elbow. One-hander's no good, out of bounds. It smells amazing. So he went all the way. Chili dog all the way. It's got slaw, onions.
Oh, my goodness.
In the corner, Lopez, 3.
I'm going to have to go get a third.
47-5. All right, here we go. Here we go, partner.
All right, try it out. Good day.
That's a good dog. Best dog you'll find here at the Reidsville Rams concession
Ladies
stand.
and gentlemen, he ate that whole hot dog in one bite. It is officially gone.
2 bites. Everybody knows the rules.
Everybody knows the rule. There you go.
47-5 here in the third. Southeast up the floor. Lopez from the elbow with the teardrop. Lopez with 5 all here in the third. 49-5. You won't eat mayo, ranch, or white sauce, but you'll eat a hot, yes.
Oh, it's
a good hot dog.
Nothing like a good old hot dog.
I'd say what David called it earlier, but.
What?
Hashtag the.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. The cleanse.
That's not just good concession stand chili.
That is homemade chili. Big ups to Reidsville, man. Hey. Oh, no. Watch out.
Far side pass from Lopez goes out of bounds. This reminds me of the moments as a kid. You know I loved my baseball broadcasts and listened every night on the radio. You'd always hear them eating the food, but they wouldn't talk about it. One time my favorite broadcaster, they went to him and he had a mouthful of stuff and they asked him what he was eating and he said yogurt. What are the chances he was actually eating yogurt?
Whatever.
At a baseball stadium. Yeah, it didn't happen.
Mm-mm.
I'm eating granola here. 49-5, Southeast Alamance here on the third.
I'm going to go ahead and slide out of the way just in case.
Long 3 for Blackwell is off the iron. Rebound, Dawson with the putback. Doesn't fall. Lopez and Slade battle for it in the paint. Jump ball. Possession in favor of Reidsville. So we apologize ahead of time for the chewing and the oohing and on over the hot dogs. Land
There
off the
it
glass
is.
for 2.
But the had to get one of our favorite listeners nice cold water.
Mrs. Murphy.
I'll always appreciate it. Always appreciate it. I'd do anything for that woman.
And Big Will's in the house today in front of us.
Absolutely.
Stolen by Southeast. Pierce to Lopez. And 1.
It's always nice, man. You know, when we've been doing this, it's always nice to put a face with all the names that we see.
Yeah, if you see us, come and say hi.
Please. We don't bite.
Well,
we won't get on you. We won't jump on you.
Unless there's a chili dog in front of us.
We might even, if you was to come see us while we're broadcasting, we'll probably throw you on the broadcast. Let you say a few words. How you doing? You know, that's what we do.
Good chance. Inside, stolen by Lopez. And an easy 2. 54-7. Slade 3, in and out. Dawson goes inside. So the problem with the hot dogs, when you got 2 people eating them, is it's kind of like, it's almost like a symphony, right? Mm-hmm. You've got to eat your dog. I can't be eating my dog. Somebody's got to talk.
That's
so you got to hit the symphony perfectly. We're doing a pretty good job.
But see, we've done this.
Oh,
there we go.
3. Let it rain. 54-10.
But see, we gel so good together. We can do that. Oh, there we go.
And a 3 on the opposite side for Peyton. Yeah, let's not act like we haven't done this before. We're pros.
I mean, you know, we could sit there and
We're grub pros.
We could sit there in Golden Corral with no microphones whatsoever.
But no, give us a number, a rating, a number on the hot dog out of 10.
Oh, I got to go full David Portnoy right here.
Yeah, I need a number.
One bite, everybody knows the rules. So it's sweet. The chili is sweet. It is very good.
Sweet with that little kick at the end.
So, you know, I didn't get onions, but then they wound up putting onions on it. So the onions actually, I don't know, it's just the mixture of the sweet chili and the onions too. I mean, it's.
Blackwell with another 3, splash from the corner.
I'm sorry, but I'm not David Portnoy. I'm going 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I'm telling you what, too. Lopez loses it out of bounds on the far sideline as we end the third quarter. 57-13. We'll have an inbound possibly here before the end of the third. Clock will hit 57-13. We just got 1 dog down. We don't even have 2 down yet.
Hey,
and a quarter's done.
We did a good job doing that.
That's true. That's true. You know, one thing, we won't be able to watch the boys and eat a hot dog.
No. We might end up in the bathroom one. I'm just kidding.
57-13. Southeast. All right, let's get that bite. I'm going to get that bite, give it my review.
All right, okay.
Also, before I take the dog bite, though.
Okay.
How fast are they at that concession stand here in Reidsville?
Very
Holy
fast.
Smokes. Efficiency.
All right. What do you think?
1 bite. Everybody knows the rules. That chili.
Okay.
Perfecto.
It is awesome, ain't it?
It's got a sweet kick.
Yep.
But a little bit of cumin-like flavor on the back end.
Yep. 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. And see, you know, the guy before us, man, he got the nacho cheese and chili.
Oh
my
on
goodness.
the dog?
Yes.
Blackwell 3 is off the back iron. Rebound to Southeast. They lead it 57-13.
Good defensive effort right there by Andrea Blackwell.
Listen, our friend Dale Hagwood's over there eating popcorn. We need to tell him to upgrade the chili dogs. Now, he's got a man next to him eating nachos with jalapenos. You'd think Mr. Hagwood would make better decisions, but he is also a Reds fan, so, you know.
I mean, he sticks to the basics.
That's true.
He's one of the best statisticians in Rockingham County. Sticks with the basics, though, man.
Johnson hits the two-handed baseline layup. 59-13. At the half, Lady Cougars lead at 38-22 over Northeast Guilford.
My partner over here trying to pause it and put it on quiet mode while taking a bite. Just take a bite. Just let everybody know. Don't worry about it. We're not going to judge you. Nobody judges you over here.
Melita in the comments says she'd rather have the popcorn. I'm not a popcorn guy.
Look, Melita, I would take the popcorn and the hot dog at the same time. I mean, shoot. Something sweet, something salty. Oh, there we go.
Far side, Blackwell 3 off the iron. Rebound, Slade. Turn. Doesn't get the jumper. 59-13 lead for Southeast. 6 minutes to play.
There it goes. Oh, no. That's deflected and turnover by Reidsville.
Johnson up the floor. Stops at the top of the key.
And we got a foul.
You're right, though.
What's that?
I might go get 2 more.
Oh, my goodness. Throw them down, big man.
Who do you think would win the hot dog eating contest at RoCo Radio?
Oh, between me, you, Hatley, and Jay?
Yeah.
All right, well, he's already out. He's already out. I could see him maybe down in 2 and being, okay, I'm full, guys.
I could see that.
Me, you, and Hatley? Oh.
First, we should ask Melita if Hatley likes hot dogs.
Hatley, yeah. Oh, does Hatley like hot dogs? We know Jimmy Teague likes a good hot dog. We do know Jimmy Teague likes a good hot dog, the GOAT. We just never got the whole what exactly he likes on a hot dog. We'll get to that point, trust me. It's always football season.
59-13, Reidsville ball. Down to Southeast Alamance. Southeast 16-2.
He will eat hot dogs.
He will eat them, so that doesn't mean he's like a fan or nothing.
All right, okay.
It might come down to you and me.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll be honest. If it's more than, even on the third one, I'm just like, that's enough.
I mean, I'm going full, what's the hot dog eating champion? What's his name?
Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut. I'm going full Joey Chestnut. I'm going to have to dip those bad boys in water and just to go at it. I mean, I'm going to have to.
I'm not doing that.
I'm going to have to just go ahead and do that because, I'm a competitor.
Listen, I have some
I do whatever it
self-respect.
takes to win.
I do have some self-respect. I ain't doing that.
I do whatever it takes to win. So I want that trophy, whether it's, badminton, basketball,
hot dog
pinball, hot dog eating contest. I mean, I'm a competitor, dude. That's
you can have the trophy. I ain't dipping a hot dog in water. Top of the key for Wright, covered by Moorhead. 61-13, jumpers off the backside, rebound to Whitaker. Left to right for the Rams, down 61-13. Looking with one hand on the drive, heading to the line.
I know this is not what you want to see out of the Reidsville girls. I mean, the score is very lopsided right now, but, this gives, the bench a deeper chance to get some playing time and get acclimated to the game and, just taking it one possession at a time.
Whitaker misses her first. It's Harris, Moorhead, Slade, Whitaker, Blackwell for Reidsville. Free throw is good.
Oh, here we go.
One-handed pass far side for Southeast. Look, partner, we're not the only ones eating the hot dogs. Everybody's got hot dogs.
Everybody's getting hot dogs.
Everybody's got hot dogs.
They seen RoCo Radio getting some. They're like, okay.
We're trendsetters.
Hey, we got to do it.
Harris bounce pass into Slade. Left to right.
What is it?
61-14. Oh, man, you never know what you're going to hear on RoCo Radio. You just don't know.
When we get involved and we get together, it's always bad news. It's never good news. We just hope to produce the.
I was talking to my mom on the way home on Friday after our game.
All right.
And She goes, Joe, you do such a good job by yourself. You know, like Mom does.
Yeah.
She goes, you guys together, though. You guys together say some of the funniest things I've ever heard.
We have a good time, man.
That's right. There's no other time to be had, right?
So let's give you some professional advice on broadcasting.
Me?
I mean, not towards you, but towards the audience.
Oh, okay.
You have to have a good partner that gels well together.
Oh, 1,000%.
If you don't have that chemistry, it's okay.
Right.
But when you have that chemistry, it takes it to a whole nother level. So that is Broadcasting 101, brought to you by David Woods.
When I zig, you got to zag.
That's it. As that saying goes, right?
61-14, 46 seconds left and counting.
Yep.
Running clock.
I'll go ahead and tell you, as that saying goes that you mentioned the other night, breathe, stretch, shake, let it go.
Slade takes it for Reidsville. Far side for Harris from the wing. Puts up a prayer. It's rebounded inside by Southeast and up the floor the other way.
Oh,
Jim Sands with the one hand.
My man.
Protecting the laptop in the corner. Protecting the jewelry.
We see you, Jim Sands. We see you.
That laptop, he's doing some work over there.
Oh.
That could have been disastrous. I'm going to text. Oh, I left my phone in the car. I was going to text him. Good protection of the laptop. Oh, Molina at the concession stand. They've got hot dogs, nachos. They've got pizza. They've got popcorn.
That's Elizabeth's Pizza.
They've got the good stuff.
Yes, they do. They got all the candy that you can think of. Reese Cups. Skittles. Snickers bars.
You got your 50-50 ready?
No, I don't. And Allie's mom's probably going to come up here and hit us right in the mouth.
We got to remember to bring some cash around these parts.
We do. Here we are, a bunch of tightwads carrying around cards. That's what we do. hoping they take cards.
Please, we need chili dogs. Take credit card. What are we, a bunch of millennials over here?
Oh, man.
Don't even know what cash is anymore? Goodness gracious.
Oh, man. Here we are carrying around big wallets with all the receipts, all the gas receipts. You know.
Final score, I believe, was 65-14. Southeast Alamance moves to 17-2 on the year. They'll take on Seaforth on Friday. The number 2 team in the 2A East. They are the number 3 team in the 2A East. One of their only losses this season was to their conference foe, Seaforth.
So we got 30 minutes. I mean, what did we discuss from here?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
I mean,
I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and chow down on this hot dog right here.
The whiff that I'm getting from that dog.
Makes you want to go get another one, don't it? I'm telling you.
We'll be right back. No, I'm just kidding. I believe it was 65-14, Melita. Might have been 65-14. I didn't write it down fast enough. So 30 minutes away from tip-off in the boys' varsity matchup. 15-4 Southeast Alamance, 9-3 in conference against your Reidsville Rams, 20-0, 49 straight wins, 35 straight wins here at home. That 49-game win streak, the best in the state, 75-1 over the last 3 seasons. Southeast making their way.
Look here. Look.
What do we got?
Look coming up.
Mrs. Murphy got her some nachos.
She got her some. She heard us talking about.
We should have got her some. We should have got her some. We should have grabbed her some.
Oh, now you got me feeling bad.
You know, next time we will.
That's what I love about her, man. She could get along with anybody.
She sure can.
She can.
Ask her if she'll share some nachos with you.
She's probably gonna. She would probably fight me.
It's your Pennrose Carwash Kooler Ice pregame show.
If I would have known that, I would have got you some nachos. There you go. She wouldn't share.
Listen, she's smart, though. She's got the jalapenos on it.
She does.
Your Pennrose Carwash Kooler Ice pregame show. Pennrose Carwash voted #1 car wash in Rockingham County. Pennrose Carwash at 1509 South Scales has been serving the Reidsville and surrounding area for over 50 years. Established in 1970 by well-known entrepreneur Leo Rentz, this popular venue welcomes everyone. Pennrose Carwash open 24/7 and find us on Facebook. Pennrose Carwash voted #1 Rockingham County Car Wash 3 years in a row. Hey, partner. No, I'm just kidding. I know he's got a mouthful of hot dog.
I'm listening. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Kooler Ice. Look for fresh ice and water option that's ready when you are. Kooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Maydance, 6734 NC 135, across from Walmart. Or visit our local Kooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home, 1635 Freeway Drive. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Pennrose Carwash at 1509 South Scales, or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Kooler Ice. Great tasting, fresh ice, available 24/7 at all 4 locations, 16 pounds or 32 pounds plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons at Kooler Ice. Fresh and ready when you are. So one thing I teased, I wanted to talk about, is the boys starting to come out from the locker room, being hyped up by the crowd, is the emergence of Kendra Harrison the last 5 games. You ready for this, partner?
Let's go. Let's listen to this.
So over the last 5 games, 25 points. So some of these stats will only be for the last 4 because last night's game against West Oaks has not been entered into the stats for Max Preps. But 25, 13, 20, 23. Over the last 4 before last night, shooting 73% from the floor, 35 of 48. He's had 76 rebounds in the last 5 games.
That is crazy.
That's an average of 15. 4 offensive rebounds in the last against North Forsyth. Then he's followed that up with 8, 7, and 7 offensive rebounds. 26 offensive rebounds in those 4 games. That's 7 per game.
So last night, I don't know if you got the stats from. Did you get the stats from last night too? Okay. Yeah. So he brought in another 8 points and another 14 rebounds to go along with that.
17 blocks over the last 5 games.
That is crazy.
4 last night, 3 against Gretna. Listen to this Gretna line on Saturday: 11 for 13 from the floor, with 17 rebounds and 3 blocks, 4 assists. He's also picked up the passing game. Those 4 assists against Gretna is the top on the season. As the boys make their way out to the floor. So it's been an unbelievable run over the last 5 games for Kendra Harrison.
You know, he started out a little sluggish this year. I mean, you know, he had, he tweaked the ankle. He was sick for most of the season too. And, I mean, he's just come out with reckless abandon. And here we go.
It's a top 10 matchup tonight. Number 9 in the 2A East versus number 1 in the 2A West. The Reidsville Rams take the court in their home whites with blue trim.
Yeah, there it is.
In traditional style, Kentre Harrison breaks from his team to the basket with the two-handed touch slam.
Got our man from Carolina Vision tonight. We got to get one of his masks, man. He's selling those bad boys.
Yeah, we do need one.
We got to get one.
You know, we should get one, and then we should put it on during a game and not say anything. And see who notices first. You know, RoCo Radio made Carolina Vision last night. Don't know if you know this.
I didn't know that.
The Shure SM58 that Dynamite talked into was on Carolina Vision last night.
How about
the
that?
microphone? So for these boys, you talk about just efficiency over the last few games. We talked about Kentre Harrison. How about what Deontay Neal is done? Now, this is the difference to me.
My man, let's go.
So we talk about the numbers all the time. We know them by heart. 23 points, 9 assists, 7 steals. So you try and take a closer look. What's that cog offensively that we haven't talked about that he's making a big difference in? So as a team, Reidsville shooting 38% from 3.
Okay.
Which is respectable, right?
Yeah, that's respectable.
But when you need that big 3, when you need that perimeter shot to set the tone in the game, you need somebody that's more efficient than that. Deontay Neal is shooting 73% from 3 this season.
You're kidding me.
That's not including last night, but 73% from 3. 45 of 62.
Oh, my.
So we talk about all the intangibles that we know about. The steals, the picks to your pocket, the setting the tone in the transition game, the assists, finding the bucket on lay-ins. But the efficiency from 3, he always seems to hit that dagger when it matters, not necessarily to give that big lead, but to set the tone and push the floor up, push the floor by having the made basket, to get back on defense. The threes, the numbers tell the story. 45 of 62 from 3 this year.
Have you ever even heard anybody shooting 73% from the three-point line? It's unheard of.
It's unheard of.
You don't hear that.
I get it if it was 12 shots, 15 shots. 62 shots from the perimeter. He's made 45 of them. And overall, 65% field goal percentage.
That is amazing, man. I've never heard in my life somebody shooting 73% from the three-point line. It's just absolutely unheard. What can't this kid not do? He can do it all. we get the pleasure of seeing it, in football, now in basketball. I mean, Coach Elrod, if you're listening in, get this man on the baseball field. Keep it going. And I'm gonna tell you what, partner. While I'm got my eyes focused on it, you better be on your best behavior because the general is here. And if you mess up, he will kick you out. He knows us as the RoCo Radio guys. He is old Tally, the PA announcer during football. Good to see him, man. I love seeing him.
Longtime official, too, in basketball. Good to see him here.
What are the odds that we get him on RoCo Radio? What do we ask him?
I'm not sure. Getting back to the efficiency and 3 from Deontay. You have different styles of offensive players. You've got Janiah Sharp, who's going to go down the floor, and he's going to hit you with a dagger 3.
Yep.
Now, he's not going to hit it every time. But I think what separates Deontay is it's everything in his game. Discipline-wise, he brings that to his perimeter shooting. Most of the time when you see him shoot the ball, he's not spotting up.
Yeah.
He's not shooting it with a hand in his face. It's off screens on the baseline in the corner. It's set plays that he knows that look was for him, and then he takes it.
Yes, he does. I mean, he knows how to find the open shot. As you said before, Coach Ross will set him up in a corner to where he's all by his lonesome and knocking it down. He's just a true point guard. He is a fundamentally sound, true point guard, a pass first, kind of like we talked about last night with Dynamite Johnson. They are both dynamic players. Deontay, when it's competition involved, really, I can't say that. Every game, he brings it all. He brings it 110% each and every night. He gives you everything and then some, and he's what you want in a player. He's gritty, he's tough, and he's smart. The IQ for, football and basketball is through the roof. So, Bill Belichick, I thank you for meeting him. Now just do your due diligence and go ahead and give him that offer and let it ride.
This is just my opinion. Just a old man spewing an opinion. It would be a travesty to me if we don't see Deontay play basketball at the next level. As much as I'd love for him to play football at the next level, I hope there's an opportunity for him where he can play both.
I mean, we were sitting here, we got to, we always get broadcast for Reidsville football, and we do across the county as well, but we see what Deontay Neal does as a quarterback. But, the quarterback on a basketball court, we thought he couldn't get no better than this. He is 10 times better on the basketball court than he is on the football. And in football, he just averaged 75% completion percentage and only threw 2 picks for the whole year.
Which is
and
wild.
Almost 40 touchdowns by himself. And then he comes on the basketball court, and we're like, man, all right. We know what we're going to see. We're going to see Deontay Neal doing Deontay Neal things. But then we watch his game. Man, it is even more electric.
Just about 16 minutes away from tip-off here tonight. Number 9 in the 2A East, the 15-4 Southeast Alamance Stallions versus your Reidsville Rams at 20-0. Number 1 in the 2A West. Number 1 in the high school overtime top 25. You look back to Gretna, a big win. Again, the competition's supposed to be coming in. That's tough. Number 2 team in Virginia in Division 2. They're able to walk through it.
It was not even a contest. There was no contest whatsoever. They beat them by, 50-some? 50-some points? From start to finish, like we always see out of Reidsville. It is full court traps. It is just the defense is just in your face that you don't even have much time to even react, even take one dribble, and they're still in it and taking it the other way. So I wouldn't expect anything no less tonight. I like to see Deontay do his little thing, hit it from half court tonight. And then, look, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go ahead and call the play before we even get started. This is what's going to happen. So Kendra, he's going to go up against the other big man. They're going to do the little, toss-up of the basketball. Kendra's going to, throw it right over for Deontay Neal. Easy layup, 2 points. And then from there, the defense is just absolutely, wow. It is amazing. And before you know it, it's 30-0.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. So a chance to witness history last night with Dynamite Johnson becoming the all-time scoring leader at Rockingham County High School. Tonight, history in a way. The half-century mark is a possibility. 50 straight wins for Reidsville on the horizon if they can win tonight against a tough opponent at 15-4. Southeast led by head coach Bo Williamson, the former Elon wide receiver and Cummings grad. A team that's 8-1 on the road, outscoring opponents 66-53 on average. So
I'm going to add in something, partner, that's always on my mind constantly. People just think, hey, with this team, you can just roll out a basketball and they can just go win. It may be the case. Okay, I'll give it that. But you have to have a good coach that keeps everything grounded. And Coach Ross is perfect. He keeps everything grounded. Even when they're beating people by 50, he is still looking for something each and every time that, hey, we need to work on this. We need to do this better. He is always coaching them hard from start to finish, no matter the score, and keeping all these young fellas grounded.
That's such an underrated part of a championship run, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
When you look at the pieces, they're great pieces to the puzzle. They're the best puzzle you'll ever have.
Yeah.
I mean, coach isn't going to complain about that part. But it is a tough job to manage that. And it's not just a one-game thing. It's a continuous – we're 20 games in. Every single game, every single quarter, every single key moment in a game, you have to manage that situation.
And so you're working with different attitudes. I mean, you know, you got Kendra, who loves to talk and loves to, you know, get in somebody's face and talk a little trash. And then you got Deontay Neal, who's very quiet. You got Cam Jones, who's very quiet. You got J9. I mean, once he gets fired up, yeah, he might talk a little junk in there. But, I mean, Coach Ross keeps it grounded. He is he's the X factor of this team. You might as well say that. He just keeps – it's amazing. I just –
123-18, 6 seasons with the Rams. That's ultra impressive,
yes,
that record mark. But it's the culture that's built off the basketball court, which you hinted to. You manage on the court, right?
Yep.
But you have to build a culture where these guys love each other as much as they do in order to have this level of success. It's off the court as well. It's outside of practices. It's those moments after the tournament, after the home game. It's those moments being there for your guys and showing them what a team is that leads to the success.
I mean, one photo, too, that I seen the other day that they post on the Reidsville basketball page is they were all together, if I'm not mistaken, at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah. At
the local Boys and Girls Club. I mean, they were all together hanging out. I mean, it's just the chemistry is so good with this team. It's like they almost know what the next person is going to do on the basketball court each and every time down, you know, each possession. It's beautiful, man. It's something that I appreciate so much that I'm glad I'm a part of this. You don't get these dominant of the teams all the time, so you have to respect it. You really do have to respect it.
It makes you respect to. We talked about the pieces to the puzzle, the glue that holds the puzzle together. The guys like Cam Jones, what Christian Scales does. And you're talking to the starters, then you look at what Brian Gwynn and Frankie Galloway provide off the bench, the depth that's been built.
Yep.
A puzzle has to stay together. It can't just be put together.
That's it.
We're just about 10 minutes away from tip-off here on RoCo Radio. You get the full combo when you're listening in on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. We brought you girls basketball action earlier. We brought you concession stand food review live and in person on the Chili Dogs here at Reidsville High School. And just
I'm going to tell you what.
Foreshadowing, it's a 10 out of 10.
If you're on your phone or your iPhone or Android, whatever the case may be, and you're riding down Freeway Drive and you're like, man, I got to give me something to eat. I might stop by Cookout. I might stop by Wendy's. Don't do it. Come here, pay $8, watch a primetime show, and eat a 10 out of 10 chili dog. Or get whatever you want all the way. Or if you want to go special with it, go nachos and cheese and chili.
Hey, you want to be soft like me? Just get chili.
Just get chili. Hey, telling you.
No beans either. No beans.
It'll be the best money you ever spent. Hands down.
You get the music. You get the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Of course, we want you to listen in when you can't make it.
What other radio station you going to be able to tune in for free and get the best coverage? It's RoCo Radio, baby. They not like us.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Wasn't this album of the year, or was he artist of the year? Something like that at the Grammys.
Like that, yeah.
You even got heads bobbing over old heads.
I mean, you even got the general getting ready to bob his head.
No, he's not.
Yes,
no,
he is. Don't worry.
No.
Look. He's getting ready.
That
Don't
stature is as hard as stone.
No.
It ain't breaking.
I seen that foot.
Did you see a toe tap?
It was tapping. It was tapping.
I don't know about that part.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be stretching it a little bit.
I'm not stretching this one. Look, there it is.
Look across the way, though. The gentleman in yellow, he's feeling it.
Oh, he's feeling it. My man.
So let's look at the tail of the tape as we get you ready for tip-off and take a look at the team stats. 40% field goal percentage for Southeast Alamance, averaging 66 points per game. 75 points per game for Reidsville, a 47% field goal percentage. 38% from three for the Rams, 26 for Southeast Alamance. That might be key down the stretch. Here's the number that separates them, and that's usually the case when Reidsville is playing basketball against another team. 881 rebounds this season for the Rams. That's 41 per game. Southeast Alamance, a respectable 546, but just 29 rebounds per game. Only 12 offensive rebounds per game for Southeast. That's 17 offensive rebounds a game for your Rams. A 5 offensive rebound per game difference in this one. Cleaning up the glass is what separates the Rams. It's literally the advantage inside on that front court is what has made the difference almost every single game.
Yeah, that's completely true. I mean, you go down there and you get your offense flowing, get everything going. You miss a shot here, miss a shot there. I mean, they clean the glass up like it's nothing. I mean, like a daggone what do they call those? The shark vacuum cleaners.
A Swifter?
A Swifter, yeah. But they take care of business, and I mean that gives you 4 or 5 possessions in one possession, and you just take advantage of that. And I mean that's just what they do, man. They win the 50-50 balls. That's what they do.
The other thing that sticks out now, Reidsville's going to take some chances because a lot of times they're up in games, so there's no need to really protect the basketball in a sense that it's a 2-possession game. Or even a 4-possession game, let alone a 2-possession. So they do average 10 turnovers per game. So does Southeast Alamance. But this is where the separation always happens despite those. And I do contend that Reidsville's numbers would be way lower if they weren't looking for alley-oops, if they weren't looking for making plays in big games where they're already up and there's no sense to protect the basketball. I think that number would be low. But still, so at that even balance of turnovers per game, there's a huge difference in forcing turnovers. 15 steals per game to 10 for Southeast Alamance. 6.4 blocks per game. 128 blocks on the season. Southeast Alamance has 32 blocks all year.
So how many does Kendre have by himself?
Kendre has a bunch by himself. I don't know the full numbers. I do know it's been 17 over the last 5 games.
So you're telling me...
I think he's somewhere near 100. It might be near 100.
So you're telling me that one man by himself has more blocks than a whole team?
We're going to find out. I'm 99% sure that's correct.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's find out.
Oh, there's Bill Belichick. There you go.
Bill's here?
No, I'm just watching on your computer.
I've got a feeling. Let's take a look. Oh, you can't look at football stats to find block totals, can you? He has 41 blocks on the year.
41.
And that's a low total. His freshman year, he had 110. He had 106 his sophomore year.
Wow. And he has missed games, though. He has
missed games. Yes, he has
this
missed
year.
games. Glad to have you along here on RoCo Radio, RoCoRadio.com. Boys basketball on the way in just under 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Who do you got winning the Super Bowl?
Oh. This is the first year I'm not really that, like, super interested in the game.
Oh, that just the whole Detroit game just
The
killed
whole
you.
Detroit game killed me.
It just killed you. It crushed you.
Normally, no matter what, I'm into the Super Bowl, though. But, I mean, it's hard to go against the officials. I mean, it's hard to go against Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, I see what you did there.
It's hard to go against Andy Reid. I love Andy Reid.
So everybody in the comments, you're listening in, let us know who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Let us know where you're listening in as well.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Wait, you can't be singing. As a Cowboys fan, you can't be singing that song. What is going on? Oh, my.
Watch those Eagles fly.
Have you transitioned into an Eagles fan?
E-A-G-L-E-S.
Somebody help us. Somebody help us. This Dallas Cowboy fan has lost his mind.
So I used to work with a Philadelphia fan, and every time they would lose, I would come in and I would sing that whole song.
That's not right.
Just because. I mean, it's catchy. I like it.
Oh, no, you were doing some damage.
I was doing damage. I was doing complete damage.
You like the song. Yeah,
it was
okay.
Chaos. So, yeah, I learned that, and every time that the Eagles would lose, I would come in and I would just go at it. I mean, as loud as I possibly could go. If I had a microphone, I probably would have went even louder.
And Brian Gwynn and Janiah Sharp, your captains tonight as they meet at center court with the officials and the captains from Southeast. Just about a minute and a half away from our national anthem and starting lineups.
Lady Cougars up 47-22 in the second.
Melita says, I hope both teams play to a 0-0 tie. I don't like either of them.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible, ain't it? I mean, we get blew out every time we play Philadelphia.
Hey, I can. Two can play this game, partner. How about them Chiefs?
Oh, Lord. So, yeah, every time I'm watching.
Don't let Hatley hear me say that.
I don't even consider. I mean, every time I watch a Dallas, and I'm a Dallas fan. Don't get me wrong. I am. I know. I'm terrible. It's the worst thing since sliced bread. I get it. I understand. But every time they go to Philly, and they're blowing us out 41-7, and you got Cooper Rush in there trying to throw touchdown passes. It's terrible. Terrible to watch all the way around. You got Jerry Jones looking like he's lost, making bad decisions in his own head. And then you hear the Philly fans. Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh. Kendra's mom's in the house.
We take you down to center court for the national anthem and starting lineups.
And I feel like if she would have kept going and started at the beginning of the year and kept going, it wouldn't be so tender right now.
goosebumps.
Yes, sir. As we get ready for the starting lineups down on the court. Your starting lineups for tonight. Brandon McAdoo starts at guard for the Stallions. James Keenan gets the start alongside Cardell West. And Caleb Satterfield and Drew Easter. Donnie Fairley rocks up your starting lineups. For your Rams, it's Deontay Neal at the point. J9 at shooting guard. Christian Scales is at small forward. Cameron Jones at power forward. And the big O, Agent Zero, Kendra Harrison, is at center. He taps up with his point guard, Deontay Neal, who lines up on the left side. He'll head to the center circle on the right side. Up against Fairley.
All right, partner.
A freshman in the center circle against Kendra.
It's time to punch in, time to go to work.
Let's do it. Here we go.
There it is.
Tipped up this time. It's stolen, though, on the tipped up by Harrison in the hands of Keenan. Keenan past the timeline, left to right for Southeast Alamance. Far side, top of the key, now here in the corner. Near side for McAdoo. No shot is no good, gets his own rebound in the corner. Now wing three is up the side by Satterfield. Rebound for the Rams, up the floor for Deontay Neal. Far side, stops on the wing. Just underway, 7:32 here in the first. Scales in the corner on the lob from Neal. Now around the perimeter, far side wing. Trying to draw the foul is J9. No good on the shot, saved in the corner by Scales. Near side wing three, Deontay Neal. Can't get it to
just
fall.
out.
Rebound in the corner, darn near saved by Harrison.
And I didn't see, I guess it's going to be
McAdoo battling forward as well for Southeast.
Yep.
It'll be their ball.
Oh, timeout.
Timeout with 7:14 here to play in the first. Nothing score. Hey, you said that the tip was going to happen there. I think that's the first time this season
it's ever been stopped.
that a coach scouted that.
Yeah, it's ever been stopped. Good job. I got to give it to him. Give him props where props are due.
Yeah, I think Coach Williamson knew that that's something they'd like to run. Nothing score. First timeout.
And maybe this might be, this is the first time we've ever seen a team do this. Maybe this might be one of those adjustments where, hey, if they think you're going to get cranked up, they'll call a timeout, settle it back down.
The sophomore Keenan spins, still covered by Neal on the far side. Poked, almost stolen away. Neal stays right there on the on-ball coverage. Pass it near side, McAdoo. Looking to drive is the freshman. It's missed on the shot attempt by Fairley in the hands of Kendre. Coast to coast with the weigh-in. Oh, he couldn't get it to fall. Second chance.
Oh, that's a jump ball.
Does not go in. It's a possession arrow force. Man, he went Euro on them boys.
Yes, he did. That was a big Euro step.
The ever-evolving game of Kendre Harrison. Lob inside to him. Back to the basket, into the corner for J9. Spins on the baseline. Gets it back top of the key. Pass from Scales now to Neal inside, looking for the paint, and a travel called on Neal. Something you won't see every day.
No, they Southeast has come to play a little bit. They got some defense starting out. And here we go with Reidsville picking up the full court press.
Here comes the inbound. McAdoo in the hands of Keenan. Keenan left to right for Southeast. Neal with the coverage. Nothing score. Just underway here in the first. Shot attempt is airmailed.
There it is, showtime.
Neal to J9. Two-handed dunk. First 2 points of the night for J9. Off the hands of Deontay Neal. 6:18 to play here in the first. Keenan at the logo. Covered by Neal. Near side for Satterfield. Jones right there with the coverage. The best on-ball defender on the team. A little screen set by Fairley, but that doesn't set off Jones. Scales with the hub coverage. Pass far side by Satterfield is stolen by Neal. Up the floor, middle of the floor, now in the corner on the pass from Neal to J9. Won't fall. Harrison reaches back, grabs a rebound, and with one hand almost forces the bucket. He'll head to the line. Reaching back with that wingspan to grab the rebound.
Big man says, no. You got 3 or 4 guys on me. I ain't worried about it. Give me this rebound.
Offensive rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds per game over the last 5 games for Harrison. First free throw is good for the Big O. 3-0 lead for Reidsville. Harrison wipes the bottom of his shoes, now heads back to the line to shoot the final free throw. Off the front iron, rebound in the hands of Fairley. Fairley, just a freshman, covered by Jones. Near side to Satterfield, covered by Scales. Just past the timeline, nice on-ball coverage. Christian Scales on Satterfield. Top of the key, go to the far side now. Keenan, covered by Harrison. Denying the lane, forcing him in the corner. Trapped by Deontay Neal, forcing a timeout. Harrison with on-ball defense of the shooting guard. Outside in the perimeter.
Wow. He kept hollering at him. Did you see that?
I did.
I got it. I mean, it was just getting in that dude's head.
Forced him in the corner near side. Neal with the help in the trap forces the timeout. 3-0 lead Reidsville. 5:32 to play here in the first. Just when you think you've seen it all from this team, they show you something new that they can do.
That is how athletic Kendre is. 6'8", 240-some pounds, going up against a point guard or a shooting guard. No problem. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it, Coach.
3-0 lead. 2 for J9, 1 for Kendre. Out of the timeout, it'll be an inbound on the near side. Out of the timeout for Satterfield of Southeast Alamance. We see the same 5 for both teams, the starters out on the floor. Satterfield having a hard time getting in, finally gets it in near side to Keenan. Now fires it in from the wing, Fairley loses it, picks it up at the elbow, back to Satterfield at the logo, midcourt. And a double dribble.
Yep.
Forcing the turnover, Reidsville ball, inbound near side for Cam Jones. Into Neal, who walks to the timeline, right to left. Put 750 assists, 1,500 points last time here at home.
You got Southeast playing a zone right now. Oh,
far side,
don't worry about it.
Splash for Deontay Neal. 73% from three this season.
Deontay Neal said, forget that zone. Watch this.
6-0 lead. Far side for Keenan, covered by Neal on the wing. Fairley sets a screen, but Jones picks up the defense. It goes out of bounds near side. Rams ball. This defense swarms you, suffocates you.
It's a nightmare. You can't go to bed at night.
Right to left for the Rams on offense now after forcing the turnover. Near side wing for J9. Looks to pass Satterfield with the hustle play, knocks it out of bounds just in front of the Stallion bench. So J9 to inbound near side. Gets it into D. Now back to Sharp. Inside, the lob inside with one hand. Too much on it. Harrison brings it all the way with a swat to the backcourt. It'll be over and back. So Keenan to make it McAdoo to inbound for Southeast. 6-0 lead for the Rams here in the first. Spin by Keenan. Falls on the ground on the far side and a foul. Just off the wing by J9. Trying to hustle to the basketball. Number 9 team in the 2A East, number 1 team in the 2A West. Here at Reidsville High School, 6-0 lead for the Rams. Keenan with the basketball for the Stallions. Left to right. In the paint. Satterfield hit hard on his pass attempt to McAdoo. Will go out of bounds in the corner. So Keenan will inbound on the far side, left side of the floor. And the inbound goes into the hands of Fairley. Knocked away by Sharp. Picked up by Satterfield, though. In the corner, open look for McAdoo off the side rim.
Oh, good.
Put back by the freshman, Fairley.
Good putback.
Up the floor the opposite way. 6-2 lead for the Rams. J9, top of the key. Skip bounce pass in the corner. Driving the baseline is Deontay Neal. He loses handle of the ball. Coach Williamson wanted it for his team. It'll stay here for the Rams. Inbound for Neal. Bounce pass on the baseline. In the corner, Jones. J9 now near side wing. Scales looks for Neal. Off the baseline screen. It'll be knocked out of bounds. Inbound here near sideline for Scales. Bounce pass goes into Neal. 6-2 lead for the Rams. 3:44 in the first. Crossover now in the corner. Scales 3. Too much on it. Rebound far side in the hands of Keenan, the sophomore. Sophomore Keenan past the timeline. Left to right. Top of the key with a stab and now passes it to McAdoo. The jab step doesn't work. Far side for Satterfield, covered by Harrison. Enters the paint, has to get it out. Keenan, top of the key. Now Harrison picks that coverage up. 3 covering the on-ball man. Top of the key. Satterfield, covered by Neal. Has nowhere to go with it. Basketball's over his head, hands it off to Keenan. Covered by Jones, picked up with help defense. J9 almost cuts through it, and Easter's going to travel with the basketball on the near side. The pressure forced this travel. It's that simple.
Oh, my goodness. You have to really see it with your own eyes to understand how tough this pressure is on defense for Reidsville.
6-2 lead for the Rams with the basketball. 3:02 to play here in the first. Inbound is in from Jones to Neal. He crosses the timeline. Right hand dribble, passes it to far side wing. Sharp, top of the key for Scales. Now near side wing for Neal. One-handed pass far side to Scales around the perimeter. Near side wing, back to Neal. Far side, go in the corner. Scales, jump pass to Gwynn on the baseline. Look for the reverse layup. Kick it back out. Wing 3. Deontay Neal.
Let's go.
2 threes tonight for Deontay. 9-2.
All right, look to see a trap right here by Reidsville. It's coming.
Good look by Gwynn on the assist. Keenan to the basket.
Oh, good
and
play.
One. Good control in the lane for James Keenan. So he heads to the free throw line. Gets it. 3 points for Keenan. 4-point lead for the Rams. 2:15 to play here in the first. Pass the timeline for Neal. Push pass far side. Now in the corner for Jones from J9. Off the wing, J9 on the far side. Entry pass into Jones. Back out top of the key. Now look inside to Gwynn. Back out. Pump fake for J9. Drives at the elbow. Draws a foul. Foul will be on Cardell West.
I tell you what, good scouting by the coach for Southeast. They've really guarded that little play they give to Deontay Neal in the corner. Pretty good.
Inside, J9 back to the basket, turns, no foul call. Ball squirts all the way out of bounds, near side, off the perimeter. There's a discussion on where the ball is going to go. It's going to stay with the Rams. Inbound from Scales, now a three, in and out for Neal. Rebound goes to Keenan, covered by Gwynn. Pressure releases, now the half-court defense for the Rams. Jones picks the on-ball defense on Keenan. On the wing, McAdoo three. Off the back iron, Jones skies for it. It's tipped up, and Keenan gets the putback.
Wow.
He's a baller.
He's come to play.
5 points, 9-7. Far side for J9. Top of the key now for Neal. Looks far side, long three. Off the rim, it goes out of bounds on the back side of the backboard. So inbound for McAdoo. 2-point lead for the Rams. 1 minute, 22 seconds remaining in the first.
And you got Kendra checking back in. He's kind of been doctored on a little bit, like his right arm was cut.
Brian Gwynn exits the game for Kendra. Across the timeline for Keenan, the sophomore. Looks far side, McAdoo pump fakes. Just off the corner, works his way to the wing with the left-hand dribble. Two covers him inside to the freshman Fairley. It doesn't fall off the rim, bounces all the way to the perimeter. McAdoo in the corner. Bounce pass on the backhand of Fairley just off the free throw line. Now back out. Here's a three off the back iron on the shot by West. Rebound Rams. Right up the floor, right to left. Stop here on the wing. Now to the free throw line. Hand off to Jones from Neal. The ball will knock out of bounds. Stays with the Rams. Coach Williamson is begging for the ball every time it goes out on the baseline.
That's what you need. You've got to have every possession you can get when you play Reidsville.
Lob inside to Harrison. One hand on the twist. Can't get it. Second chance. No. Third chance. Draws a foul.
Let's go.
Harrison wasn't quite ready for the inbound. Twisted to grab it from Neal. Almost put it in on the first attempt. But the third attempt is a charm, at least heading to the free throw line for two.
You know, with 38.5 seconds left, partner, this will be the first time I think we've seen Reidsville not have 20 or more points in the first quarter. Been a while.
First free throw is good for Harrison. One possession game, 10-7. Reidsville lead, 38.5 in the first. Back to the stripe for Harrison. Spins the basketball, one dribble, and the free throw's good. 11-7. Keenan carries it for Southeast Alamance, left to right. Neal with the full court pressure, steps back just a bit. Far side for Satterfield, looks to spin. Jones is right there to close the lane. Hand off top of the key, Keenan losing Neal just a bit. Pass inside is blocked. The Fairley shot is blocked by Harrison. Up the floor the opposite way. Now to the middle of the floor for Neal from the far side. Looks in the lane. How does he not get a foul call? Fairley with the block though. Scales with the rebound on the baseline. Turn face jumper for Cam Jones.
Damn, mama, there goes that man.
With 2.5 seconds on the clock, the horn sounds after one. A 13-7 lead for Reidsville after one. Southeast Alamance is giving Reidsville all they can handle.
Yes, they are, and they don't even have their two best leading scorers tonight as well.
This group has started to gel. They've been playing together for the last couple weeks in McAdoo, Keenan, Satterfield, Easter, Fairley. 6 points for Deontay Neal, 2 of 3 from three-point land. 2 points for J9, 2 for Cameron Jones, and 3 for Harrison, all from the free throw line. 13-7 as we start the second here on RoCo Radio, RoCoRadio.com. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Pennrose Carwash, voted #1 car wash in Rockingham County. Pennrose Carwash at 1509 South Scales has been serving the Reidsville and surrounding area for over 50 years. Pennrose Carwash, the popular venue that welcomes everyone. Pennrose Carwash, open 24/7, and find us on Facebook. Pennrose Carwash, voted #1 Rockingham County Car Wash, 3 years in a row. Inbound for Southeast Alamance. McKenzie in the game for the Stallions. He inbounds it to Keenan. Far side, McKenzie on the wing. Looks far side for Easter. Easter hands it off, drawing the foul is Keenan.
You got Keenan going to the line for 2. That was a shooting foul.
Keenan's leading the way for Southeast. He has 6, but just outside the points. Even though he has 6 of 8, he's just been leading the way with the intensity on the floor. Second one doesn't fall. Rebound to Kentre. Now on the far sideline for J9, past the timeline. Harrison walks behind him, now works his way in the corner on the far side. J9 will work it near side on the wing to Neal. Not tight coverage, so give it to J9 on the far side. Now back to the near side wing. Back and forth between Neal and Sharp. Between the legs for Neal. Starter step. Nice skip bounce pass inside to Jones with the one-hand layup. What a dish from Deontay Neal. 15-8.
That man is home. Cameron Jones.
Top of the key, Keenan. Near side, Westwood.
Each and every time so far, Southeast has had an answer.
15-11.
Oh, no.
No look pass goes out of bounds in the corner. Intended for Scales from J9. (15-11). 6:55 to play here in the second. James Keenan handles it for Southeast. The point guard picked up by Jones and Neal. Top of the key for Fairley, covered by Harrison, the big man. Keenan gets it on the switch, covered by Neal. Now in the hands of West. West looks to drive far side elbow, stops with a jumper, doesn't get it to fall, almost gets his own rebound in the hands of Kendrick. Crossover move up the floor to the far side wing. Stops, now passes to Scales on the Rams logo on the far side wing. Inside to Jones, turns on the baseline and draws a foul.
And that is what Cameron Jones does. He gets in there, he bangs around, he does the dirty work, and he's getting rewarded for it.
We're going to have a timeout from Reidsville with 6:21 to play in the second. 15-11 lead for the Rams. The big difference to me in this game, no ability for the Rams yet to get the transition game going.
And that's what I've said all season long, man. The transition game is it's unstoppable. But when you get Reidsville in the half-court game, it's just not their game. I mean, they can do it, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't look as fluent. And, I mean, they have a hard time, getting it around to figure out who's going to score the basketball. This is pretty good scouting so far by Southeast. I got to give it to them. They stopped the lob, from the start that we've always seen from Kendra to Neal for the easy 2. That didn't happen. We've seen a couple of plays drawn up for Neal. The corner threes, they've stopped that. Got to give credit where credit's due, man. It's hard to stop this Reidsville team, and Southeast has done a good job so far.
13-7, Reidsville after 1, now 15-11 here in the second. As Jones heads to the line after the timeout, drawing the foul. He's had back-to-back looks in there to help Reidsville kind of pace themselves and find scoring where they normally don't. 4 points already for Jones. Free throw is good. (16-11). Here's the second. Off the front iron, rebound Easter, now far side to Satterfield. Walks past the timeline, picked up by Jones on defense. Top of the key, two-handed pass. Squirts loose by West, but picked up by Keenan. Keenan covered by Neal in the corner. Tries to cross the perimeter and will have a foul. think it's going to be on, that'll be on Satterfield, his first. So half-court defense already for Southeast. They'll settle in on that 1-2-2 look. Bounce pass in from Scales to Neal.
I think it's time for Lob City, partner. Get
Neal.
Kendra with a big slam to get this thing going.
Neal in the corner to Scales. Now Harrison, baseline, back out to the perimeter. Wide open look for Scales.
Oh!
Far side wing. Make that J9 for 5 on the evening.
That's even better.
19-11. Now Keenan looks to drive in the lane. Quick dish. Satterfield 3. In and out. Keenan battles inside. Brought down to the floor. It's Rams ball. Open lane for Neal. And he gets the lay-in. Near side. He's got 8. 21-11. Now it's the Rams game after the timeout. Back-to-back possessions of that transition ball. Near side Easter. Top of the key. Gets it to West. West covered by Scales at 6'8", top of the key. Two-hand pass. Easter 3 from the corner. Off the backside of the rim. Rebound. Skying for it is Keenan. Almost gets the putback on the reverse. Rebound, though, to Scales. Up the floor, right to left. Jones. Power dribble
And
into
one.
the lane. He's heading to the line to shoot 2 yet again. If you want to give it to him, they're going to take it. Cam Jones entering that paint and doing damage here in the second quarter. 21-11 and to the line for Cam Ron Jones. I think he needs a little lesson
All
there,
right,
David.
hey, I'm about to give it to him right now.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Come on, official. Come on, Mr. Official. Give him the basketball. All right, Cam, here we go. Bend your knees. There you go. There you go. Breathe. Bend your knees. Let it fly.
There it
Bam.
is.
Look at that.
Thank you, partner.
I got you. Anytime.
22-11.
I do it for free.
Southeast Alamance basketball. Keenan covered by Neal. That's the timeline left to right. Almost picked of the pocket. Neal almost got the steal. Handed off far side. McAdoo inside to Fairley. Covered by Jones. On the elbow far side. Two-handed underhand pass to Easter. Now a handoff to McAdoo. Top of the key. Tight pressure by 2.
Here we go.
Off the shoe tops and stolen by J9. To the cup for the slam with 2 hands.
Yes, sir.
7 points for J9. 24-11.
Don't do it.
Far side Fairley.
Oh.
J9 came down hard on his knee. A pump fake from Fairley sent J9 flying from behind him and over his head.
He's fine, but man,
You hate hear it. You
that
heard
it just makes you cringe every time that happens. That was hard.
So Fairley to the line. The freshman with 2. First one doesn't fall.
It's got to wake you up, though, right? Ooh. Oh, my goodness. It woke me up.
Second one for Fairley counts. 24-12. Rams ball right to left.
Got
Walking.
Frankie Galloway in the mix right now. He's in the ball game.
Past the timeline, Neal to Sharp. Near side.
There it
Neal,
is.
Lob City, USA! Into Kendra Harrison.
All right, we'll
For the
wait,
dunk.
boys.
5 points for Harrison. 26-12. Far side for Keenan on the wing. Jones with the coverage. Hands out in the air on the passing lanes. Now Fairley turns with the elbow jumper. Off the back iron. Gets his own rebound. Power dribble almost swatted by Harrison. Got it over him.
Good shot.
5 points for the freshman Fairley. 26-14. Far side wing, let it fly. J9 off the side rim. Rebound to Keenan. Covered on the baseline by Harrison. He'll release the coverage. Up the floor for McAdoo. Loses handle of it. Saved on the far sideline. Into the hands of Harrison from Cameron Jones in a double dribble. Jones went in to the crowd to save the basketball. gave a chance. Harrison had some open lane and a trailing teammate just with the double dribble. Give it back to Southeast. McAdoo to inbound on the far side to Keenan. Left to right for Southeast in their blue royal uniforms and orange numbering and lettering. Near side, McAdoo, one-handed pass from the wing to the baseline. Easter back on the screen. Here's a three attempt. Falls short off the high heel rebound. Goes to Kendra. Up the floor into the paint. Pass it in the corner. J9 picks it up. Lowers the shoulder. That might be an offensive foul.
No.
I call a defensive foul.
Yep. So partner Cam Jones had to go to the locker room. He had some a lot of mustard on his shorts.
Oh,
a lot of mustard. So he had to go change his shorts and get back out here.
Inbound for Neal. In the corner, Scales. Our side wing for J9. J9 bounce pass in the corner for Neal. Picked up by Keenan on the far side of the floor. Looking to spin on the baseline. Has to come back out to the perimeter from the wing. Into Galloway in the corner. Now the big man turns for the slam and a foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Oh, man. They would have had to call the rim doctor if he didn't do what he just done. This whole place was going to come down.
Harrison to the line several times tonight. 26-14, Reidsville. Free throws. Good.
Got the Oregon Ducks shoes on tonight?
Oh, it sure does.
Yeah.
Second free throw is long. Rebound to Easter. In the hands of Keenan. Left to right, past the timeline. Hand it off. Far side wing. Scales with the coverage. Covered by Yellick with the basketball. Now McAdoo. McAdoo drives, tries to lower the shoulder on J9. Yellick three, long, rebound Fairley with one hand. He's got 7 and he knows where to be.
That was a good box out by Fairley right there.
27-16. Far side in the corner, wide open look, but a baseline drive instead for J9, who draws the foul.
Here we go, partner. That man is back, Cameron Jones. Got him some new shorts on. We're good to go.
Are we talking literal mustard?
There was mustard.
Literal mustard.
A lot of mustard on this.
I didn't know if you were
right.
No, I was anecdote.
Yeah. I like to joke a lot, and sometimes my partner doesn't believe me, but
No.
in this case,
Remember what happened to the Lions player? I thought maybe that's what you were talking about.
No.
Okay, good.
There was mustard.
That was real mustard.
That was real mustard. Somebody's hot dog got crushed.
Hey, but the ball was saved.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. We crushed ours. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
J9 gets both from the free throw line, 29-16. 1:50 to play here in the first half. Far side, McAdoo. Ripped jersey and all. From the top of the key, one-handed pass to Keenan. Covered by Neal. On the right side wing, top of the key, screened by Fairley. Ball's knocked loose. Fairley gets it at the free throw line. Bounce pass on the baseline is off the fingertips of Yellick and out of bounds. In the corner, near side, Rams ball. 1:30 remaining here in the second. We'll see some substitutions. West back in the game for Southeast. 15-4 Southeast Alamance. 20-0 Reidsville. 29-16 lead for your Rams. Back to the basket for Harrison. Now back top of the key for J9. Covered by McAdoo. Skip pass on the wing to Scales. Now back top of the key for Sharp. Looks for the drive. Now in the corner, Neal. Back out to Sharp. Top of the key, Scales. Free throw line. Jones in the corner for Neal near side. Gets the roll for two.
The shooter's touch.
10 points for Neal. 31-16. Inside a minute remaining here in the first half. West looks for the crossover. He gets to the baseline, blocked by Scales, out of bounds, Ram ball.
You can't go in there against a 6'8" guy. Kick that back out, young man.
Bounce pass on the inbound, rolls to the hands of Neal with 45 seconds remaining here in the first half. 31-16 lead for Reidsville. Back to the basket for the big man, covered by Easter. Turns, lowers the shoulder, spins, and gets it somehow.
And then he hit him with the too small. You're too small.
18 points. Or make that 8 points for Harrison, 33-16. Far side for Keenan. There's that almost steal. Over and back. So Rams ball. 21 seconds remaining here in the second. In the hands of Neal, just past the timeline. Lob it in the corner for three. J9 fouled on the shot, no call. Rebound Scales near side. Covered by two, tries to rip the ball away. Are we going to have a foul call?
I think it's going to be on Scales for, no, okay.
Nope.
We'll take that.
That's number 5. The foul is on McAdoo, his second, with team foul number 5. So with 10.9 on the clock, going to the line is Christian Scales. Nice touch. First one falls. Second free throw for Scales does not fall fairly with the rebound. One-handed pass near side McAdoo. Past the timeline, covered by Galloway. Screen by Fairley gives McAdoo some space. Easter throws it at the cup and makes it.
What?
He just threw it, not even intending to make a shot, and he got it.
You got to give it to him on that one, partner. He called
the bank, the credit union, anybody that would answer.
Miss Murphy said, hey, he shot it in the stars, and it just went
That's
down.
right. Shot in the sky and found the stars.
Oh, wow.
So at the half, 34-19. Reidsville started off slow, David. 13-7 in the first. But they really picked it up, that transition game, got back to work in the second quarter.
I think defensively, too, really grinding on the defensive side. It finally got into, Southeast Alamance's head a little bit. You just have to see it in person. I mean, it's a totally different level. I mean, when you've got all 5 athletes out there, I mean, just going full force on defense, just when you think, hey, I'm going to drive around this dude, here comes Kendra on the other side to stop that. And they trap the mess out of you, and here they go the other way for showtime.
At the half, 34-19, 10 points for Deontay Neal, 9 for J9, 1 for Christian Scales, 6 for Cameron Jones, and 8 for Kendra Harrison. For Southeast Alamance, James Keenan was 6, 3 for Cardell West, 3 for Drew Easter, 7 for Donnie Fairley. You're scoring here in the first half. At the half, 34-19. We'll be right back with more action in the third quarter. At the half, 34-19. RoCo Radio, RoCoRadio.com, Reidsville in Southeast Alamance. I want to take a quick moment before we return to wish everybody a happy National Girls and Women in Sports Day. Sports so much better with the women and girls that compete, coach, do all the things in the background. I mean, it's crazy, David, to see the growth with women in sports as far as coaching. We've seen it in baseball at the professional level. We've seen it with our own eyes with Jennifer King at the professional football level, and it's rightfully so. Love to see it. I just want to say our thanks and our gratitude for all the female athletes in Rockingham County, all the female and women coaches that make a difference in our community this day for you. At the half, 34-19, Reidsville. It started off slow, 13-7 first quarter. But the offense picked up in transition in that second quarter to make it a 34-19 difference. We'll be back with more action in the third quarter in just a bit on RoCo Radio. Reidsville back to the court. Third quarter, they lead at 34-19. Both teams take the floor. Deontay Neal with 10, 9 for J9, 1 for Christian Scales, 6 for Cameron Jones, and 8 for Kentre Harrison, your scoring in the first half. James Keenan with 6, Cardell West with 3, Drew Easter with 3, and Donnie Fairley with 7 for Southeast Alamance. So the horn sounds, we start the third. And an inbound on the far sideline. J9 into Deontay Neal. Past the timeline, left to right. Set offense for the Rams. Far side wing, Neal. Pump fakes the pass inside. Top of the key for Scales. Now back to the far side wing for Neal. One-handed pass to J9, top of the key. J9 drives towards Neal on the left side. Now Neal will step out back to the top of the key. Covered by McAdoo. Free throw line, one-handed pass. Corner for Scales. Back out to Neal. Bounce pass inside. Hits off the shoe tops. A kick ball by Satterfield.
Coach Ross coaching them up.
At the half, Cougars up 29-27 over Northeast Guilford. A lob inside to Harrison. Power dribble, misses the one-handed dunk. Rebound to Jones at the free throw line. Back out to the wing for three. Deontay Neal's shot doesn't fall. Offensive rebound. Harrison back to the line. He lives there tonight. Set up a domicile for Kendra Harrison. Change his address. He lives at the free throw line tonight.
Try to throw that one down hard one-handed. Just the rim itself said, no, we're going to have to kick that one out. We don't need you breaking another one.
Line drive, free throw, rattles in for Harrison. Here comes the second one. That's good. 10 points for Kendra. 36-19. Right. McAdoo trapped on the far side by Sharp, and Harrison almost forces a steal on the far side at midcourt. Jones got there, but it goes out of bounds. It's like Superman flying in, Cameron Jones.
Yes, it does.
Keenan handles it for Southeast Alamance. The Stallions. Near side wing. Satterfield covered by Jones. Gets a screen by Fairley. Nowhere to go though. Scales closes the lane. Far side three attempt from McAdoo is off the heel. Trying to get the rebound is Neal. Fairley grabs it. Hesitates and one. He has an understanding of the game.
He baited him. He baited Scales, and he waited for him to go up. And as soon as he did, he went with him to create the contact, and he got the and one.
Donnie Fairley has 9. The freshman. To the line to shoot one. He gets the roll. No butter on it though. 36-20.
Gotta always have butter on your rolls.
I know. It's sacrilege.
That's a given. What happened?
What just happened? Coach Williamson's fired up. Inbound from J9 to Neal. That's the timeline. Between the legs for Neal. Good coverage by McAdoo. Near side wing to Scales. Back to the far side. On the left side, a drive for Neal just off the elbow. Bounce pass to J9. Looks to the interior and will have to carry the basketball. I didn't see.
No, I think what they did, they tried to. I don't like.
They call it tech? No. Okay, here we go. Inbound for McAdoo.
He's trying to take it to the scores table, and Deontay Neal's mom's not having it. She's no, sir.
Inbound McAdoo due to Keenan. Keenan covered by Neal. Top of the key. Hands it off McAdoo off the Rams logo. Far side wing. Looking to drive. Harrison's there. Forces an errant shot. Rebounded inside somehow. Fairly with one hand. Power rebound for Kendra. Right up the floor. Bounce pass to Neal. Easy. Finger roll.
Wow.
That was all Kendra. Power rebound. Skied. Pounded with one hand. Up the floor. Bounce pass to Neal for the open layup. Opposite way we go. We'll have a foul.
That was
at the top of the key.
Looks like they're going to start tightening this game up a little bit.
Was that on Neal?
Yeah, I mean, that was just good defense. I didn't see any issue with that. He didn't bump him. I mean, he was, just playing good, tight, physical defense. I mean, it wasn't nothing to where should have been a foul called.
Caleb Satterfield with the basketball after the inbound. Far side corner for Easter. Thinks about it, then shoots the three. Airballs it, but a whistle after
now
the shot.
What in the world? And they're just going to reset that?
Yep.
Okay.
You know when a game slows.
Get them, Ross.
When a game slows down, all of a sudden, it's almost like you hear Final Jeopardy in your head.
Yeah. Just wait.
In the corner for Satterfield. Jones and J9 with the tight coverage.
Oh, okay.
And a timeout. Coach Williamson saw it going awry. Calls timeout. 38-22. 5:36 remaining here in the third. Tonight's game brought to you by Ancora Compassionate Care, formerly known as Hospice of Rockingham County. Their name changed in late 2023, but they're the same community-based, mission-focused hospice and palliative care provider the community has known since 1987, providing specialized care for those coping with serious illness. Ancora's mission is to be a supportive presence for life's journey. When greater comfort and rapid response matter most, make sure it's Ancora Compassionate Care. They'll always be there because they've always been here. To learn more about how Ancora can support you, visit AncoraCC.org. (38-22) Reidsville inbound for Southeast Alamance. Keenan looks to Easter, far side wing, gets it to him. Two-handed pass back to Keenan. Now back to the top of the key. Wheels his way all the way around from the far side corner. Now the teardrop from the free throw line doesn't fall. J9 with the rebound over Satterfield. Up the floor, left to right. Neal thought about driving, stops, now hits the baseline. J won't fall, but to the line.
I mean, just the quickness.
Woo.
I mean, just a stop on a dime.
He stopped, he went in the lane, stopped, went out, went back in, went back out, then hit the shot.
I mean, if me and you were doing something like that, I mean, we might as well end up at, I don't know, who does ACL replacements or fixes them?
Hey, if I did that, they wouldn't even be able to replace it or repair it. It's just done for. There's no replacement. There's no surgery. There's just, here's for a good life.
It's just pretty, yeah.
First free throw is good, as is the second for Neal. He has 14. 40-22. Far side for Fairley behind the back. Gets it past Scales. In the corner for West. Get the pass on the baseline to Fairley. Will go out of bounds.
I think that was off of Neal.
Southeast ball. So Keenan inbounds on the right side of the basket. On the baseline. In the corner. West covered by two. Now top of the key. Satterfield looks to the near side corner. McAdoo covered by Harrison. Turn jumper off the glass for Keenan. He has 8. 40-24. Near side wing for Jones. Off the screen on the baseline. J9 gets the handoff. Dribbles it all the way back to the wing. Now in the corner for Scales. No good on the jumper. Rebound Fairley again inside the paint. Crossover past Neal. Spins in the lane.
Whoa.
With the underhand layup. It doesn't fall. A second attempt is knocked away by Scales up the floor. No look inside to Kendre with one hand.
That's just not fair.
From Deontay Neal.
That's not fair. Save some for the rest of us, especially us short people, Kendre.
42-24.
It's not fair.
He went in there against a bunch of guards. He came out winning, obviously. Fairley gets another rebound.
Look at this.
Almost gets it over Harrison. Knocked by Harrison loose, picked up by J9.
Oh.
They hit hard on the near side in front of the bench. Or, excuse me, in front of the scorer's table.
That was, whoa. Uh-oh, Ross is going to get, partner, I'll be right back. I got to get Ross out of the way.
You got to be his get-back
I got to
man.
be his get-back coach. He is getting heated. There you go. Give him a hug. Tell him it's going to be all right. Get him some cookout after this.
He's just trying to protect his player.
I understand. Trust me. That was tough.
42-24. Top of the key for Neal. Far side for Scales. Back off the wing. Darn near midcourt for Neal. Pass it in the corner on a sharp pass
where's
to
the
Scales.
foul?
Drives the lane. The two-hander does not fall. Rebound McAdoo on the far sideline. Bounce pass on the backhand to Satterfield. Covered by Harrison. Trying to get past midcourt. He does. Right to left. Ball's on the ground.
Yes.
Picked up by J9 with the one-handed layup. 11 for J9.
Whoa. Who did he call a tech on? J9. What was the...
I didn't see.
He called a tech on J9, but I don't know why. Oh, the crowd, here they come.
Oh, boy.
Here they come. Oh, the boos, yes. Hey, boo. We'll boo too, don't worry about it.
Free throw is good on the Tech from West. 44-25.
I don't know if maybe there was some words that were said.
Must be.
I mean, it had to have started when the same player, shoved J9 into the scorer's table. And then from there, it kind of escalated a little bit, but it's died back down. It's okay. Oh, no, he's talking to him. Let's go.
Keenan loses the basketball. Neal scatters for it and a foul before Neal can get loose of Keenan. I think it's going to be on 14. It better be on 14. It is. Okay, good. Coach Ross is still letting the officials know.
Coach Ross is my kind of coach, man. I love it.
Near side wing for Scales. At midcourt, Neal now back near side to Scales. Inside, the bounce pass to Harrison is on the ground. McAdoo grabs it. Smartly, Cam Jones standing up with Satterfield on the ground. Just puts two hands on the basketball to force the jump ball. It's going to be possession in favor of Southeast, but still a smart play. 44-26 lead for Reidsville. 3:05 to play here in the third. Keenan covered by two here, trapped in the corner. Now Scales helps out with J9 and Jones. Fairley gets it. They're still trapped on their side of the floor. Keenan can't get past now in the hands. They finally call the violation.
Oh, Ross is going off. What just happened?
I'm not sure what happened.
Oh, this is getting chippy, partner.
Did they get a timeout before? Yes, that must be what it is. They got a timeout before the violation.
No.
That's what's said on the floor.
I know, but I fully disagree with that. That was.
Hey, I've got 10 fingers. I could have counted up to that 6 number.
Wait a minute here. There was more to it than just the timeout.
I think they're going to discuss whether after the timeout it will be Reidsville's ball or if it will be a timeout before the 5-second violation. So here comes Southeast out of the timeout. They will inbound. So the call will be that they called timeout before the violation. Inbound, bounce pass to Keenan. At midcourt, now here comes J9 and Neal to trap him. Into Fairley, just off the free throw line. The ball squirts all the way in the corner. Fairley picks it up to Satterfield. Bounce pass. Keenan. The three-pointer is sent all the way into the stands. Third row. Kendra Harrison.
Oh, my goodness.
You want a tray? Not today. Kendra Harrison.
Wow.
Keenan gets it past midcourt to Satterfield. Now 1-8 pass near side. Keenan with a good look on
good
the perimeter
look,
for three.
Man. Keenan and Fairley, man, they've really impressed me, but that's been the only scoring for Southeast.
11 points for Keenan, 10 for Fairley. Battle on the floor.
Oh.
A little chippiness between West and Neal. Neal just steps away. J9
dapping him up.
the moderator.
Hey, yeah, just relax.
Keeping it calm.
Relax, it's okay.
Went to West and said, hey, man, it's all good.
Good day.
So Deontay Neal to the free throw line.
Ladies and gentlemen, I went absolutely nuts with that last play. I even pushed my partner. I about pushed him down. He sent that to the daggone wall.
2 free throws for Deontay Neal.
Miss Murphy said, be nice.
46-29. Trapping defense for the Rams. Past it, though, is West. In the corner, Keenan spins. Picked up by Jones. Now here's the missile pass to the
Look
free
at
throw
that.
line for Fairley.
Fairley, man, he's been impressive.
Beautiful jumper. He's got 12, 46-31. Pump fake for Neal, far side corner. Now Keenan covers him in the corner for 3. Scales, shot won't fall. Rebound goes to the hands of West. Almost loses it on the far
He had
side.
to he picked that up.
And a double dribble.
Yeah, you can't do that. Once you dribble it, you pick it up. You cannot dribble it again.
1:43 to play here in the third.
That is what they call a double dribble. Uh-oh. You can't do that. All right, sorry, partner. Sorry. Sorry.
46-31. Rams lead it. Neal with the ball. Right hand dribble. Pass in one hand near side corner. Scales looks inside the paint for Harrison. It's knocked out of bounds by Satterfield.
I love that chant. Every time they start chanting, I got to get involved in that.
Neal will inbound in the corner near side for the Rams. Bounce pass to Jones. Now on the wing for J9. Back to Scales, far side. On the free throw line. Cameron Jones back out. Open look for 3. Top of the key. Christian Scales.
All right, here we go. We're going to pick. Whoa, here we go. Slam it.
By Harrison on the baseline. Jones gets it.
And
gets 2. Off the glass on the inbound and to the line.
You ready for it, partner?
Cam.
Mama, there goes that man, Cameron Jones.
Cameron Jones. Cameron Jones. Cameron Jones. 51-31.
God, I'm going to miss saying that.
8 points for Jones. Make it 9. Baseline inbound. West trapped in the corner is Keenan. Ball is loose. Open layup in the paint for J9.
Oh, J9, talk that junk.
On the opposite side, Satterfield. Far side corner, McAdoo picked up by Harrison. Baseline coverage. Get it back out to Keenan in the lane with the open look. A foul before the shot on
goodness.
J9. That's number 4 for J9.
You know, here's the thing, and we see it time and time again. Some of these teams come in here and they start, talking a little junk.
You might not want to do that.
The thing about it is, when you do that, the intensity is already high enough for Reidsville, but you really wake up a sleeping giant.
Yep, you unleash a beast. Top of the key, Fairley's going to fire a 3. Why not? He's done everything else great tonight. Rebound on the miss, though, for Harrison. Knocked out of bounds by Fairley. He's putting his chest in his face. Harrison walks down on the opposite side of the floor.
The freshman.
Harrison ain't afraid, though. He's going back to his domicile in the paint. 54-31.
You better hope you didn't feed him.
Left to right.
Here it comes.
Brown looks for the entry pass inside to Harrison. Knocked out of bounds. Keep it this way, though, for Reidsville. Listen to the crowd. Galloway is in for Brown. In the corner, far side, inbound for Deontay Neal.
You got to take advantage of Fairley and Kendra. That's a mismatch.
High inbound, far side is stolen by West, intended for Scales. Bounce pass, and a beautiful layup by Fairley. Turns and adjusts on the defense and makes the easy lay-in. 14 points for the freshman, 54-33. Galloway handles it for Reidsville, top of the key. McAdoo.
Fairley
the
again.
Pass is batted away by Fairley. Keaton gets it inside, but not before the horn for Fairley. After 3, 54-33. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Circle Drive-In in Eden, serving the best hot dogs in Rockingham County for over 50 years at 111 Boone Road. Circle Drive-In is your home for fast and friendly service and an all-American meal. Stop by our old-style drive-in for a delicious cheeseburger, crinkle cut fries, and top your meal off with a milkshake or banana split, or choose from one of our many menu items such as buffalo wings, chicken tenders, steak and cheese, the chuck wagon, and so much more at Circle Drive-In. Since the 1970s, for good food, stop by Circle Drive-In, 111 Boone Road, near the roundabout.
Sorry, partner. Shoulders, chest, pants, shoes. Wipe you down.
Hey, partner, this is how classic people like me do it. It's just like this.
Oh, my goodness.
Brush your shoulder off, partner. That's all you got to do.
Hey, you might as well pop the collar while you at it.
When you got game like this.
Let it go. Let's do it. We have too much fun. We had to.
Got the collar up like Dracula as Keenan takes it here on the corner. On the pass, make it west. Bounce pass is loose, stolen by J9 at midcourt. Looks to the lane, 2 on him, draws a foul. Heading to the line, number 3, J9, Janiah Sharp, 21 points per game. Tonight with 13. First one from the line for J9. Won't fall. All right, give the message.
All right, here we go. All right, the David Woods tutorial on making a free throw.
We're going to make a YouTube video out of this.
We got to. So here's what you do. Bend your knees. There you go. Take a deep breath. Bend your knees. Let it fly. Boom.
There it is.
Nothing but net.
J9 has 14. Rams lead at 55-33. Far side. Losing a handle as Satterfield jumps on the ball. It's stolen away, though, by Neal. Right up the floor, J9 with the reverse layup.
Whoa!
And tumbles over the official. He's got 16. But back up on defense is J9. 57-33 lead for the Rams. And a travel.
There you go.
Trying to get it past midcourt for McAdoo.
I give it to the ref, man. He tried. He tried to pick him up.
Hey, if that was our friend that looks like Byron Scott, he wouldn't even have moved.
No, you're right.
Inbound for Reidsville. Here on their side of the floor, the right side of the court. At midcourt stands Deontay Neal. Palms on the basketball. Now he'll take a dribble between the legs. Covered by 2. McAdoo with the coverage. Now West picks it up. Both will look. Now the entry pass in just off the free throw line. Jones back out to J9. Shot won't fall. Rebound, Kentre. Far side block. One-hander won't fall. Gets another rebound. Lose it in the corner, out of bounds. Reidsville ball.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Are they really saying overrated? Power dribble inside with one hand for Kentre. Overrate that. 59-33.
They are really chanting overrated. You have got to be kidding me.
Far side, Satterfield. Bounce pass near side, McAdoo for 3. Got it.
Oh, my.
First bucket of the night for McAdoo, 59-36. Baseline drive, J9 draws a foul. Back to the line for number 3.
And Miss Murphy said it best. You act like you're 2 points behind. You're getting beat by almost 30.
That's right.
Don't sit here and chant overrated. Not in Bigville. Miss Murphy said be quiet over there.
I agree.
You kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. It is 59-36.
You know there's the Nielsen ratings, right?
Yeah.
In Reidsville, our ratings come on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. We don't have to talk. It speaks for itself.
Second free throw for J9 is good. He's got 17 this wonderful evening and a 60-36 lead for the Rams. 6:24 to play. Keenan near side to McAdoo. One-handed pass Fairley is stripped away by Neal. Right up the floor to the cup. No foul. Put back attempt from J9 on the miss on the layup. Ball's loose in the paint. Goes out of bounds. Keep it with Reidsville. Right behind the basket.
Oh, my goodness. Please. All you need to do is just
lob dunk,
city. I'm
lob
telling
dunk.
you do that, and this place is going to go absolutely wow.
Baseline inbound. Right side of the hoop for Deontay Neal. Harrison setting up here on the right side block. They'll be covered inside by Satterfield. Now they'll put 3 or 4 guys on him. We'll get a towel break, too, on the baseline to wipe up the perspiration. So here comes the inbound.
Oh, it's working on both sides. Here we go. Here we go.
Inbound. Nobody in the paint. It goes out to the perimeter. J9 near side wing. Covered by McAdoo. Crossover move. Loses the basketball. Picked up by West at midcourt with the easy open layup. 7 points for West. 60-38. 5:55 to play. Neal walks to midcourt with the high dribble. Pass it near side. J9. Quick look to the elbow. Jumper for Cam Jones. Won't fall. It's a rebound inside for Satterfield, who works his way to the far side. Covered by Scales and Neal. Now in the corner. Fairley's wide open for 3.
Oh, my goodness. What a ball game for the freshman.
17 points. 60-41. Neal drives to the line. You hear those chants? Oh my gosh, you gotta love it. On the southeast side, they're cheering he's a freshman. On the Reidsville side, they're saying, what did you say? What did you say? We don't understand gibberish. What a great back and forth. Free throw for Deontay is good. 17. And a 20-point lead. Second one is off the front iron. Scales almost grabs the rebound. It goes to West. Stolen on the pass to McAdoo. Harrison now to the baseline, now to the bucket, and one! Overrate this!
I'm not hearing anything. I'm not hearing nothing.
Harrison puts his hands in the air, rightfully so.
Let's go.
David's got his hands in the air with every other fan in this building. Free throw is good. 17 for Harrison. 64-41.
I think they're quiet now. I think they're.
Keenan past the timeline. McAdoo in the corner, covered by Harrison and Scales. He's going to lose it. Turnover. Scales will inbound in front of the Southeast Alamance bench. Deontay Neal gets it from Scales. Neal at the RR logo, midcourt. Right side of the floor. Beautiful stutter step. 3 won't fall. Rebounded side off Harrison.
Oh, my goodness.
He put a man on ice skates.
He hit him with that okie doke and was getting ready to, oh.
If he hit that 3. Sharp 3 won't fall. Harrison the rebound on the baseline. Powers to the basket, and they'll call it travel.
Oh, no. Even Ross is smiling. Oh, no. Come on, man.
Inbound to Keenan. 64-41 Reidsville. 4:42 to play. Near side corner, pump fake McAdoo with the reverse. Doesn't fall. Harrison with 2 hands. Corrals it down. Takes 1 dribble, gets it to his point guard. Near side wing, Neal. Left to right for the Rams.
It's coming, partner. I can feel it.
McAdoo through the defenders. Wow! Into the paint. He's got 19. Blazed through 3 defenders.
Woo-wee.
66-41. Far side corner, West 3.
Oh,
Hits the backboard. Rebound J9. He's got numbers. It's 2-on-1. Bounce pass to Neal. Reverse layup is blocked. Up the floor the opposite way for Southeast Alamance. Long three for Keenan. Rolls home.
Oh, the trash talking is starting.
14 points for Keenan. 66-44. J9 looks to answer back for three. Off the front iron, Jones with the rebound at the free throw line. Back to the basket, back out. Scales one-handed pass to Harrison. Covered by four guys. Goes to the bucket with one hand.
Here you go. I got you.
Put 5 on him. He's still going to score. 19 points for Harrison. 68-44. Keenan stands at the Rams logo on the far side wing, right to left for Southeast. Free throw line fairly. Fakes the shot.
Come on.
It's loose inside, intended for West. Picked up McAdoo. Going to the floor is Harrison. Darn near the bench, or on the far side. Stands. Almost hit his head on the metal over there. Hey, I know it's 68-44. It was close early. This might be just one of those games that you need.
Oh, it is.
To bring out the best in you.
It's going to.
I know it ain't close now, but the fever of the crowd, just the little things might bring out the best in this team when they need it here down the stretch. I like to keep Giant Bees sleeping. That's just my personal preference. Inbound on the far side corner for Satterfield. Gets it to Fairley off the elbow near side. Gwynn with the coverage. J9 pokes it away. Readjusting is Fairley. Ball is loose, picked up by Gwynn. And we're going to have a foul.
No.
On Gwynn. Tracy says she agrees with us. Tracy, glad to have you in the comments. All of you listening in. Bounce pass West. Looks for a ghost because he missed his teammate. It's on the baseline, out of bounds. Inbound for Scales, 68-44. 3 minutes remaining. You know how I know it's over? Miss Murphy's putting her coat on.
Yep.
Deontay Neal, covered by McAdoo at the RR logo. Puts it between his legs a couple times. Bounce pass on the skip. J9 on the baseline with two hands. 19 for J9. Keenan looks to go the other way, right to left. Now on the wing, a three. Catch and shoot. Won't fall for McAdoo. Rebound in the corner for Scales. Way up the floor to the baseline again for J9 with the power dribble. Euro step, doesn't get it. Quinn with the rebound inside. He'll draw the foul to the free throw line for number 4, Brian Quinn.
Oh, man.
Easter will check in for Southeast Alamance.
The atmosphere, man. Every time we come here. Have a good night, Miss Murphy. See you later.
First one does not fall for Gwynn. Second one in and out. Easter with the rebound for Southeast. Keenan, the point guard. Past the timeline, right to left. Neal's right there. Keenan goes off the screen on the baseline, gives some room for McAdoo with the underhand layup. Doesn't fall fairly. The rebound, the putback, no sir. The third time's a charm, though. And to the line for Fairley.
If anybody that deserves to talk a little junk tonight, it's Fairley.
Yeah, he's earned it.
He is a freshman coming here, not scared of anything, and took care of business.
I'm fairly certain he's going to be a pretty good basketball
I absolutely
player.
seen what you did there. I seen what you did there. I like it.
And you don't have to lie if you don't like it.
No.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm fairly certain I agree with you.
70-46.
See what I did there?
I see it.
Okay, all right.
Now I see you.
I mean, a little dad joke here and there don't hurt nobody.
Neal with the basketball. 1:50 to play.
Kendre, feed it to the big man.
You know
Slam it down, shut this show down, and let's call it a night.
AD Joe Walker, I love you, but what would cap off tonight is a broken backboard just here at the end.
Oh, we haven't got to experience that yet.
Just the spirit that Southeast is matching Reidsville with. I'd love to see that. Harrison to the line, 1:37 to play.
Oh.
First free throw is no good. Okay, so I kind of theoretical here. You just got to wonder. Tonight's game, it starts off 13-7. You think, okay, Reidsville's finally met a match, and then they don't.
And they don't.
Could even Bill Belichick find a way to beat this team? You have to at least think about it. Up the floor, bounce pass. Keenan gets the lay-in.
No, what he does, he just goes out and recruits him.
No, I'm talking about in high school.
Oh, in high school?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, well, I don't think so. Bill Belichick is, I don't know if he's a professor.
Could Phil Jackson come and find a high school team that can beat this team in North Carolina? I don't think so.
It's
hard to find a way for this team to lose at this point in time. Shot is missed on the 3 attempt from West. 1:05 to play. Rams lead it 70-48. Far side corner, Scales stops, and West swats it out of bounds. Keep it with Reidsville. Out of bounds in the corner. Look, you know it's over. Jim Sands is already packed up.
Yep.
Pass inside. Neal Harrison rips it away inside, turns, draws a foul, and one. 21 for Ken.
Even the little man. Little man in the red right there, even through the little. He's even throwing some shade. I like it. (72-48), ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and let's shut down, turn the lights off, and call it a night.
Harrison's free throw's good.
Y'all go on to bed.
We'll be back here on Friday. Jay Ramey, Jonathan Hatley with McMichael and Reidsville. Hey, I promised the kid one Reidsville game.
Hey.
Gotta let him in here. Gotta let him in on the fun.
An experience of a lifetime.
Keenan up the floor, right to left. 48 seconds to play. Hands it off to West. Loses it, picked up by Keenan. Keenan covered by Scales. Far side for McAdoo. In the corner, Easter 3. Off the back iron, no Holiday for the Salient offense. Put back though for Keenan. And he'll head to the line with 30.6 and get the basket.
And make sure Friday night you show the kid and Hat Man some love. And there better be 100 people in there on Friday night, because I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If it's a bunch of people in there come Friday night, I'm jumping in the comments. We're going to talk that Reidsville junk, and we're going to have a good time.
Step back 3 doesn't fall for Neal. Coast to coast layup doesn't either, but Keenan with the putback.
What do you think, partner?
I like that. J9
yes.
to the cup. 5 seconds left. Poked out of bounds to end this one. Deontay Neal, 75-53. Number 9 in the 2A East meets number 1 in the 2A West. A close contest after 1 quarter, but after that, sayonara. See you later, Stallions. Final score, 75-53. Both teams meet, shake hands, sign of sportsmanship on the floor.
Oh, it was fun, man. This was a ball game. We always see something. and we had the Reidsville side of the crowd going against the southeast side of the crowd, and I mean, they were back and forth.
Made for a fun evening, that's for sure.
You cannot call Kendre overrated. He is, if anything, underrated.
There's 3 things I know: death, taxes. Kendre Harrison is not overrated.
That's it.
Oh. Final score 75-53. Your final scoring tonight: 19 points for Deontay Neal, 21 for J9, 4 for Christian Scales, 9 for Cameron Jones, and 22 for Kendre Harrison. On the opposite side, the freshman Donnie Fairley with a strong game. 19 points for the Stallions, 3 for Drew Easter, 7 for Cardell West, 21 for James Keenan, 3 for Brandon McAdoo. Final score 75-53. Any final thoughts before we head out of here for the week?
Hey, what a ball game, man. I mean, it was absolutely amazing to watch once again. You know, we get to see the live and in action at the Big Field. Man, we're going to take us several days off to regroup, get ready for, you know, the big one at Moorhead.
Moorhead in Reidsville on Tuesday.
Then we'll hit the conference tournament, and then it's for real. It's the real deal. Playoffs come into action.
So here's what we have remaining. On Friday, it's senior night here at Reidsville High School. We'll have that coverage with Jay and Jonathan. That'll start, I believe, at 6 o'clock or 5:30 with your pregame show. The girls get underway at 6. The boys to follow at 7:30. That'll wrap up our coverage for this week. Then on Tuesday, we've got 2 for you. Our friend Jonathan Hatley will be at senior night for McMichael High School as they take on North Forsyth. Yours truly, David Woods, will be in Eden for Moorhead versus Reidsville. Then we wrap up the season on Valentine's Day with my love, David Woods.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Senior night at Rockingham.
Forget he ever even said that. What in the world?
I had to catch you off guard.
Look, we got the man coming up here.
Look,
we're gonna cut that.
As we're now joined with head coach Jason Ross. Coach, congratulations on the win. Kendre Harrison. I could say it 50 times. Kendre Harrison. You heard an underrated chant, but I think there's things we know. We know that there's death. We know there's taxes, and we know that Kendre Harrison isn't underrated.
He's definitely not underrated or overrated. I believe that I told Kendre last year that's the ultimate compliment when the opposing fans chanting overrated or underrated or whatever they're saying. If they're directing that at you, that means they came to see you and you're giving them the show. But Kendre had a great game tonight, offensively and defensively. What can I say? Southeast Alamance, tough team. That's why we schedule them in season during the conference play because they're the type of team we see in the playoffs. So we need to see something different. We don't want to get in that rut where you're just playing conference opponents. We want to see something different. And, you know, their head coach, Coach Williamson, you know, he played at Cummings, played in this gym many a time. He told me when he came in he had PTSD. If not for him, Reidsville basketball would probably have 2 more state championships and probably 2 or 3 more football championships because he was their quarterback. Now he's coaching the Southeast Alamance. Great team. We're just thankful to get the win.
13-7 after the first quarter. The transition game wasn't able to get going until the second quarter. We talked about this on the broadcast, kind of what you're alluding to. That gives you a look that you need to see to just continue to build against whatever you'll see in the conference tournament and playoffs.
That's right. You know, when you have a Kendre Harrison or a Deontay Neal, a lot of teams are going to play these vanilla zones trying to slow us down. So it took us about a quarter and a half to recognize what they were doing and get adjusted to it. We came out jacking a whole lot of threes, which I told them, let's not do that. We can still get in the gaps. We started making a few, and we started getting the ball inside to Kendre. And, you know, Kendre makes his own offense because once that shot goes up, he's going to the boards. So it's a 50-50 ball for us. So, Yeah, 13 points in one quarter. That's low for us. So hats off to Southeast Alamance. Did a great job trying to slow us down.
Coach, senior night, we won't be able to be here. We'll have our other team here. So I just wanted to give a chance for you to talk about your seniors if you don't talk with our other team with senior night on Friday.
Well, this senior class we have here now, over the last 2 years, 3 years, they won about 60, 65 games. They've been in 2 state championship games, fortunate enough to win 1. Hopefully we can get back to a third and try to repeat and defend our championship. It all starts with Janiah Sharp. He's averaging 20-plus points a game. He's our energy bunny. He does everything we need on offensive defense. We're going to miss J9, but he, as a senior, I think he's left his mark on Reidsville basketball. And then with Cameron Jones, he's our other senior. He's the unsung hero on our team. He normally guards the other team's best player. He's averaging about 9-10 rebounds a game. Doesn't score a whole lot of points. And the thing about Cam, he doesn't say too much. He's like the Dennis Rodman of our team. He knows his role. He gets rebounds. He does what he does. We're going to miss Cam. And then we got Christian Scales. Christian really come on this year as a senior. And that's what Christian is the type of person that we look for in Reidsville basketball. Christian didn't play a lot last year. He had a great summer, got in the gym, got in the weight room, got stronger. All summer, everyone kept talking about how strong is Christian. And you can see he's gotten much stronger. And now he believes in himself. And I always tell my kids, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to believe in you. And now Christian believes in himself. And our last senior is Brian Gwynn. And Brian Gwynn is the epitome of development. 4 years ago when Brian walked in this gym, he couldn't even walk. And now, he's out there defending. He's our first guy off the bench. And he's the kid that we're most proud of because we developed him into what he is. And we're proud of Brian. We're going to miss Brian. He's our captain. He doesn't even start, but the team voted him a captain. That's how much they think of Brian Gwynn. So we're just happy about our seniors.
He's always first out there to greet him at the starting lineups, too. You can tell how much he means to the team. Well, Coach, I know you don't always love this, but we want to give you your flowers, too. This is win number 50 in a row. We were talking about on the broadcast, the toughest part, I would imagine, of your job might not necessarily be on the floor. It's managing guys that are just different, that in bringing them together and building the culture that has been built here. Like you said on Facebook earlier this week, you mentioned these guys love each other off the court, and that shows on the court. So first of all, I want to give you your flowers for that. And second of all, how important is that to you, and how much is that your job to figure that out and to help these guys individually?
Well, in my starting lineup, I have what I call 5 alpha males.
That's what we talked about.
I have 5 guys who are good at what they do, and it's hard to manage that. Like I said, Deontay could probably score 35 points a game, but he defers a lot. J9 could average a lot of points. It's just you got to get them to buy into our goal, and our goal is winning. And I think they sacrifice for each other, and they sacrifice for the team for the ultimate goal, and that's to win championships. It's only we have 3 more conference games, like 2 or 3, but we've already clinched the conference championship, and that's our first goal. And they were happy about that last night to clinch the conference. So right now we should be home for the playoffs. So that was our first goal, to win the conference. And I think that's maybe 9 out of the last 10 conference championships we've won. And, that's a testament to the guys, the players, and just the Reidsville culture. And I'm just happy about it. The 50 wins in a row, that's amazing. And if you think about it, we've beat some big-time players. Drake Powell starts for Carolina, and we beat him last year. Juke Harris is over at Wake Forest. We beat him last year. Austin Swartz is at Miami. We beat him last year. We've played some tough teams. Farmville Central, and I think we have gotten to the point where we are. I remember, I don't want to hold you up.
No, you're good, Coach.
When Curtis Pass was still the coach, we were coming back. We had lost Advance County in the 3rd round of playoffs. If we would have won that game, we were going to go play Farmville Central. And I said to Curtis, Coach, you think we could have beat them? And he said, no, not yet. We're not on that level. The culture they have there, we go down there, we'll get beat by 50 points. And I think now we've gotten our program to that culture level where we expect to win. We demand that of our kids. And I think when people walk into this gym and they see all the banners, it's kind of intimidating to people. And we're going to keep riding on that. As I told my guys, every game we play, there are only 2 things that can happen. We're going to win or we're going to lose. So just go out there and have fun, play the right way, play the Reidsville way, and whatever happens after that is God's will.
He's head coach Jason Ross of your Reidsville Rams. Coach, we'll see you on Tuesday against Moorhead.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Coach Ross joining us here on your post-game show on RoCo Radio. A great game here tonight. It started off 13-7, but a bounce back in the second quarter, 34-19 difference at the half. And from there, the Reidsville Rams battered inside. They got the points from Kentre Harrison and the strength and the physicality. He had 22 tonight. Cameron Jones. It was a 13-7 game. It could have been a Southeast Alamance lead after one if it weren't for Cam Jones inside, getting those points that he doesn't necessarily do throughout games. That's not what he looks to do. He's looking to rebound. He's looking to set the tone that way. But he gets, I think he had 6 in the first quarter.
Yes, he did.
It really kept them close there and had that lead in the first to help set that pace in the second.
Yes, it did, man. Yes, it did. I'm going to tell you what, again, I got to give big ups to Fairley. Man, what a freshman tonight for Southeast. You know, he is – you give that man is – he seemed like a senior tonight. And, you know, it was just nice to watch, you know, to see a freshman like that, you know, to not back down. But as far as, you know, Reidsville goes, partner, I'm ready to buckle my seatbelt as tight as I can and get ready for the road to Lawrence, Joel, Coliseum.
Let's do it. Wrap up the season with 2 more games, a matchup with McMichael, a matchup with Moorhead to wrap up the regular season. Then the conference tournament. We have you all covered right here on RoCo Radio, RoCoRadio.com, starting on Friday. Senior night here at Reidsville High School. Jay Ramey, Jonathan Hatley with the call here on RoCo Radio. Pre-game show starts at 5:30. Well, that'll do it from here at Reidsville High School. Final score, 75-53. Have a good night.
Thanks for listening to RoCo Radio's coverage of local high school basketball. To find out where we will be next, make sure you head on over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Radio Rockingham, where you can find this ball game as well as our schedule for what's coming up. You can also download our podcast of our games by heading to Spotify and searching for RoCo Radio, or on Apple Podcasts, and also find our game archives on YouTube by searching for RoCo Radio. RoCo Radio basketball coverage is brought to you by Pennrose Carwash, voted #1 car wash in Rockingham County. Pennrose Carwash at 1509 South Scales in Reidsville has been serving the Reidsville and surrounding area for over 50 years. Established in 1970 by well-known entrepreneur Leo Rentz, this popular venue welcomes everyone. Pennrose Carwash, open 24/7, and find us on Facebook. Pennrose Carwash, voted #1 Rockingham County Car Wash 3 years in a row. Tonight's game is brought to you by Kooler Ice. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that's ready when you are? Kooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan at 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart. And visit our local Kooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reidsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Pennrose Carwash in Reidsville at 1509 South Scale Street, or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Kooler Ice, great tasting, fresh ice, available 24/7 at all 4 locations. 16 pounds or 32 pounds, plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons. At Kooler Ice, fresh and ready when you are. RoCo Radio basketball coverage is brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community of Rockingham County, celebrating our 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for local pure brand gasoline with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross General Merchandise is also your Niece's Sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin Store, Visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. High school basketball coverage on RoCo Radio is brought to you by Two Rivers Plaza. Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today at Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. RoCo Radio basketball coverage is brought to you by Circle Drive-In in Eden, serving the best hot dogs in Rockingham County for over 50 years. Located at 111 Boone Road, Circle Drive-In is your home for fast and friendly service and an all-American meal. Stop by our old-style drive-in for a delicious cheeseburger, crinkle-cut fries, and top your meal off with a milkshake or banana split, or choose from one of our many menu items such as buffalo wings, chicken tenders, steak and cheese, the chuck wagon, and so much more at Circle Drive-In since the 1970s. For good food, stop by Circle Drive-In at 111 Boone Road near the roundabout. High school basketball on RoCo Radio is made possible thanks to Ancora Compassionate Care, formerly known as Hospice of Rockingham County. Their name changed late last year, but they're the same community-based, mission-focused hospice and palliative care provider the community has known since 1987, providing specialized care for those coping with serious illness. Ancora's mission is to be a supportive presence for life's journey when greater comfort and rapid response matter most. Make sure it's Ancora Compassionate Care. They'll always be there because they've always been here. To learn more about how Ancora can support you, visit AncoraCC.org. Just as they are a supportive presence for life's journey, Ancora Compassionate Care is proud to support our local basketball teams on their journey towards successful seasons. Local basketball coverage is also made possible thanks to our friends at Rockingham Update, the community source for local programming, government meeting coverage, community events, promotion and broadcast, sports, local nonprofit news, and so much more. Providing digital community news on all platforms since 2007, RockinghamUpdate.com aims to serve Rockingham County with the dependable information and coverage it deserves. For local programming, visit RockinghamUpdate.tv, your #1 IPTV station in Rockingham County. Thanks for listening to local basketball coverage on RoCo Radio, your home for local sports and all the hits. Make sure you tune in 24/7, RoCoRadio.com for great music, news, local weather, and so much more at RoCoRadio.com.